Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he would never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, not only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Jusdu. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Jusdu, man.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family on this good Wednesday, man. We one wake up away from Brian Norman's fight, man. Is y'all gonna be up? I got one question for y'all. Y'all gonna be up at 4 o'clock in the morning with me, or what? Is y'all gonna be up? Is y'all gonna be up with me, or what? Is y'all gonna be up? We're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna try to get up and try to set the live once I get off of here. But we gonna build for a little while, man. We've been grinding, pulling them tour-a-days. I had to dial it back a little bit today. But we still gonna build, y'all. Y'all already know where we at on the likes a million. I know we getting there. Jordan, my dog, what it do? He said when it comes to Puello, I understand. Right. We gonna talk about that. Cause hey, Jordan, I'm loving to see these narratives fall by the wayside one by one, bro. Shout out to my dog, Senior. What's good with it, bro? I know you be working your soft, man. Thumbnails been on fire. I appreciate you, bro. I do. You know, I put a little something into my thumbnails. I hate an ugly picture for people to look at, especially being that I be having my camera off a lot because I be back here indulging. Dante, what's good, my guy? Shout out to my homie, man. He blessed the Cash App before I even got live, man. Appreciate the love for the 20 piece, man. Always supporting in the big.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to the homie Dante Boxing Talk, man. Got to get my guy his just due because he always showing love. Ghetto Fab, what it do, homie? BJ33, we back. We back. Dreams money could buy. Pardon me, y'all. Yeah, man. What's good with it? He said the thumbnail. That's Bill. Something got my throat on. Need my juice. All right, we good. Behind the hands. Come on, man. Damn, you come right in here. He don't never had bad news for me, but he come right in here with it. Fuck. I gotta say it. My bad, y'all. Damn it, man. Damn, yo. That just made me mad. Yo. Damn, Behind the Hands TV, my guy. What's good with it, bro? Damn it. That sucks, man. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That definitely sucks. Man, shout out to Manny, man. Hold your head, man. We still rocking with you. Just stay focused. I mean, you know, a lot of the good young fighters get tested like this. He just got to stay locked in, man. I'm pretty sure he will. He got the right people around him. 10 late, my guy. Was good with it. The Butcher, my God. B Hayes, what it do, homie? Yeah, got folks pulling out. Second fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Manny, they seen them post. Manny was like, yo, he putting belt to ass. Dude was like, nah, I don't want that. I don't want that. He seen one of Manny posts where he say go put belt to ass. Dude, like, nope, I'm out of there. Said I'm here with these boys. I got to tell the real. Shout out to my homie, man. He really doing real work for the sport of boxing, y'all. He really is. He doing real legit work. He really is, man. That's why I always shout him out. He over there in the camps. He able to see these dudes work. You know, he done interviewed them. Because of him, I done interviewed Manny. Try to get his brother on here too, man. That sucks though, man. That definitely sucks big time. I hate that for him, man. But it's all good, man. He gonna keep putting in that work. He young, man. He all right. Top man should have a replacement on that. Yeah, something like that. But you know what? I wonder how that go. I wonder how that go when you so early in your career. Like, did they prepare for something like that? You know? It's unfortunate, but I just hope he stay motivated and locked in. That's all. Cause this shit right here, the boxing game is a tough business, man. Especially when you trying to just be great. You know what I mean? That's all he want to do is be great. The youngin, I love his energy, bro. He get up here, flash the smile. Y'all seen the interview. I enjoyed interviewing Manny. Fun to talk to, man. Fun to talk to. But we gonna get to this boxing build, man. We gonna get to this stuff. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it because I done got some information about this 18 by 18 foot ring that they trying to run game. You know what I mean? Who y'all calling a run? Running with PGH Big Dog. What it do, homie? Aisha, peace to the queen. How you feeling today? Get on that July 1st card, Jared Anderson or something. Yeah, I hope they get him back in there soon. I really do. I really, really do. I hope they do. I hope they get him. You know what I'm saying? Placement can occur with the price of losing the fight on the card. Big money fights gotta have replacement. Lower fights, not so much. I figured that behind the hands. Appreciate you, bro. PGH, my guy, was good with it, bro. How you feeling? So we gonna talk about this, man, because y'all know that weak ass no running rule or whatever you want to call it, right? It caused a lot of panic or I don't know, mixed feelings and opinions on whether or not people was cool with the no running shit. And listen, you could try to implement what you want, but boxing is always going to be boxing. You can't, I don't think no fighter is going to allow you to dictate how they fight. And I get it, because I see people trying to explain what it mean, and it don't mean just stand there and bang. But at the end of the day, you're trying to limit what somebody does to be successful. And if I'm in the ring, you're not going to tell me how to do it. So right when this no running BS took shape, You know, everybody started running to point fingers. Oh, you know, Turkey, he's talking about this one and he's talking about that one. Yeah, Devin Haney fans, I heard that. Turkey said no more running. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson fans, I heard that. Turkey said no more running. And I just can't understand for the life of me why on God's green earth would he be referring to Shakur Stevenson, who the only time he fought on his card, he got a TKO body shot stoppage. There was no running involved in his fight. Why in the hell would he be talking about him? Oh, because he fights a payday, he's just going to turn into a runner. I guarantee you that shit don't happen come fight night. If he need to move to win that fight, so be it. The fuck is you supposed to do when a guy trying to throw 80 to 100 punches around? Stand there so he can get lucky? Nah, Shakur going to show people how to fight your fight. I'm confident in that. If I don't see nothing else, win, lose, or draw, that man is going to go out fighting his fight. And this whole no running narrative shit, people just, I'm convinced you really don't watch boxing if you're saying him and Devin Haney are runners. Now, you could complain about that one fight with Jose Ramirez till you blue in the face. But at the end of the day, if you go look at any other one of that kid's fights, you can't point to not a solitary one where he ran from anybody. Anybody. Simple and plain. If you just watch boxing, you know that. So that week that, you know, you recently we just had Munguia pop dirty. Like, let's do the no PED rule. Let's enforce stricter penalties when guys think it's cool to keep popping hot and keep coming out here with these detailed explanations of how they always did it the right way and they ain't do nothing wrong. So you trying to tell me every single soul across all sports that get caught cheating, none of them did it. None of them did it. The man been clean his whole career. He go over there to Eddie REYNOSO, now he pop hot. That's more of a concern than any running. You get what I'm saying? You can't force this shit. So with that being said, man, I feel like Devin Haney and Shakur got a raw deal the minute this got brought out. Get what I'm saying? I understand people didn't like his performance, but shit, that to me, that was expected to a certain degree because he just gave us a fight where he shouldn't have, and he got his ass beat because of it. Now, I know Shakur, on the other hand, not only is he not going to run, but this 18 by 18 foot ring that y'all thought he was worried about, oh, yeah, you Shakur, yeah, 18, oh, you can't run. Well, I have y'all know that he accepted the 18 by 18 ring. He don't give a damn. He with it. Said that shit don't mean nothing, and he meant it. So you telling me a guy that runs is going to accept the smaller ring so he can't run? What sense do that make? But Sheeraz ain't never been painted as a runner. Puello never been painted as a runner. Neither one of them been painted as runners, but they both rejected it. They both rejected it. So we got to kill this narrative that these guys be running. If you see a fight where somebody is running, call it out, but that don't make them a runner. If that's something they've been doing their whole career, then call it out. But one fight don't make you no runner. That shit was about the dub, man. I'm giving Devin Haney the benefit of the doubt. I seen too many other fights where he took chances and he outboxed the shit out of guys. He did no running, bro. I'm not going to put that on him. Now, was I impressed with the performance? Nah, I was just glad to see him get his hand raised and not get cheated, right? I was just glad to see that. Now, from there, you build off that performance. And if he can't do no better than that, then we got a different conversation. But as far as this, you know, the ring being small and Shakur being affected and being worried by it, that's nonsense. He don't give a damn. He with it. Get what I'm saying? It goes to show you that these other guys are not with it. You get what I'm saying? You out here trying to make the ring smaller in effort to try to get more entertainment. And we got fighters dropping like flies already. Get your ass out of here. You, in no way, shape, or form am I ever going to put entertainment over safety. Never. Over the health of a fighter. Because without that, then we don't have what the sport going to look like if everybody brain dead. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be entertaining. Devin Haney just tried to be entertaining. And that fight was very entertaining. Even when the moments where he boxed, it was an entertaining fight. And what did he get? You got called bitches and everything else. I don't want to hear that, man. Fighters out there, bro, ignore that running rule shit and fight your fight. And I mean that. So be it, man. You are who you are. The different styles is what make the sport what it is. Some guys, like Raymond Ford said, they taught to move. They taught to move around and run. Some guys, you get what I'm saying? They're going to bang a little bit more because they can't move as well. But no way, nowhere, at no point in boxing am I going to get to a state where I don't appreciate what each guy brings to the table. It is what it is. You are who you are. You can't be something that you're not to try to give somebody entertainment and then you don't even make it out of the damn fight. Nah, man. Fight y'all fight, man. 18 by 18 foot ring. I'm glad Shakur standing on business. He don't give a damn. He just ready to go out there and prove it. He finally got one of the guys that he really wanted to fight. Shit, this the first time I think he got an opponent that he truly wanted since fucking Valdez. I think he gonna make a statement. Whatever kind of statement he need to make, he's gonna make it. I think he gonna win 18 by 18, 20 by 20. I don't give a damn what they do. Put him in a milk crate. He gonna figure out a way to win. Put him in a sandbox. He gonna figure out a way to win. Simple and plain. I've seen it too many times. To Peter, you better bring more than your right hand. I'm telling you that right now, because you're gonna get cooked. That's what I think. J Bean, boxing the bet, my guy. Put something on Norman in the AM, 5 to 7 KO. Yeah. Far as it, I see somebody ask, is it gonna be like Thursday or something? 4 a.m. Thursday or Friday? Technically, bro, once is what is it? Nah, it is. No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's the 19th they fight. So it'll be 4 a.m. in the morning. It'll be 4 a.m. in the morning for sure. Shout out to JB.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to Norman, man. I hope he go out there and do what he do, you know. I need to see him. Yeah, he ready to school him, yo. He accepting whatever. And in this shit, see, you probably ain't gonna see a whole lot of people talking about it because they probably some of the same people that push the narrative that he run. So now that this shit come out, this goes exactly against what you said. If that was the case, if he was looking to run and he wasn't comfortable, he wouldn't have accepted the ring. He would have made a big deal, or he would have just rejected it like Hamza Sheeraz and Alberto Puello did. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Ray Davis, what it do, my guy, man, my Jersey brethren. How you feeling, bro? Shout out to you, homie. Dank, what it do? OTM bless. Let's do the no PED rule. You get me, Z, what it do? Thrill Hill, Big Tex, what it do, homies? How y'all feeling? And McQueen, 18 by 18, 20 by 20, Nike shoebox. You get me, bro? You get me? Man, I don't care if you put him in the playground, bro. He's stepping on something, man. Cal Cooler, bless his family. Howard Lane, what's good? Said that 18 by 18 shit don't mean nothing if you're not better. You're just not better. A ring don't mean shit. Yeah, Shakur by late stoppers 10 through 11. I would love to see it, bro. Malaza, what it do for homie? Ernest, what's good with it, homie? How you feeling? Shakur might be the last one standing. I'm telling you, B. Hayes. I'm telling you, Jen Saki don't have a chance. I mean, as a fighter, right, you always got a chance, but it's like, how much of a chance do we got? You know what I'm saying? He got a shot, but I think Norman coming to do what he do. I think he's the better fighter, boxer, and he punch every bit is just as hard. So, all right, bet. I see you, Judah. All right, bet. I got you. Plus, with this 18, I don't want to hear no excuses, right? And I think that's where, if you Shakur Stevenson, that's where you at with it too. You like, all right, that's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to put me in a smaller ring? Okay, are we still fighting? It's still a fair fight. Don't matter what you put him in. Put his ass in the sandbox. He gonna win. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So, got a job to do. Look, for the people it's like to each his own, man. If you're a fan of that no running rule shit because you feel like you need to see more entertainment and that's the way you go about it, then it is what it is. But for me, I ain't a fan of it. I think it's premature as hell. I think it's unnecessary. I think it's so many other things and issues, like I said, that you could focus on. You got people actively popping hot. You got dudes, camps. The REYNOSO camp up to about 5 fighters or so that tested positive for PEDs, performance enhancement drugs. And y'all want to run around here y'all want to carry around, run around boxing talking about running and shit. Shit is nasty work, bro. guarantee you, I know for a fact some of these dudes that's talking that shit had to fight, they asses would be running for real. You get what I'm saying? Shakur hands don't give me confidence. Oh shit, yo, man, that's funny. I feel you, bro. You feel like his hands could be an issue, and look, it could, but you know what, Malaza? I'm confident. Mr. Empire would it do, homie. The last time he hurt his hand, Malaza, what happened? What happened the last time he hurt his hand? He hurt his hand in his last fight. What happened when he did it? You remember right when he hurt his hand? You see what he did? Switch orthodox and stop, buddy. In the orthodox, you know, switch stances on him real quick, still cooked him. Fought right through it. I think the hand injuries or the hand problems are just going to be something he got to manage. You get what I'm saying? It's just going to be something he got to deal with. You just got to manage it the best you could, similar to like how Floyd had issues with the hands and he managed it. You know what I'm saying? Different gloves. I know he said he started getting his hands wrapped differently, and that made a big difference. So I don't know. But, you know, sometimes you got to think. It's not out the realm of possibility for somebody to have like bad hands or injuries to their hand. That's all they do. That's all they do is use their hands. And if you really listen to the interviews and you listen to him talk, you will hear him say that he used to box with no hand wraps without wrapping his hands. And you think that might have helped cause the issue that he got now. So it is what it is. He just got to find a way to fight through it. You know what I'm saying? Fight through it. Yup, changing gloves. Now I seen him he been experimenting with gloves. I know Shakur has. I think he had the rival joints on the last time out, but I don't know. I wonder did he ever try them Grant gloves? I don't remember ever seeing him with a pair of them joints. The joints Floyd used to wear. I think Floyd used to wear the Grant joints. I wonder if Shakur ever wore those. I mean, Koki was good with it, fam. Of course, Paul Denazi, he don't want to end up like Dashev, yeah. R.I.P. Dashev, yeah. I mean, look, I don't think like dudes are like super worried about the ring. I just think like shit is unnecessary, bro. Like let shit be. Leave it alone. What size was the ring gonna be if you didn't request this? That's where I'm at. Like here you go. Like and think about something. This is what pisses me off right here. And these moves like this, decisions like this is the reason why people don't like them. This is exactly why. I be trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it seems like you want to control too much shit. Because look, it's one thing to suggest not to run, right? But it's a whole nother thing to suggest not to run. And oh, you know what? On top of that, we're gonna make the ring smaller. Like, bro, what you on? What are you on? You get what I'm saying? What are you on? We got so many other problems and issues in boxing before you get to the damn ring size and worried about guys running, painting fighters out as runners that don't run. That shit is nasty work, man. Free Smoke, what it do, homie? Said something. The ref could have took a point from Skull. I've been given a warning to stop all the moving. You wouldn't have been cool with it. Hell no, I wouldn't have been cool with it. No, I wouldn't have been cool with it. Cause a Free Smoke. Why it annoys me? Because they trying to rewrite the rules in effort to provide more entertainment. When one of the reasons or one of the ways that you fix that, maybe you give an incentive. Shout out to Behind the Hands. I think we talked on the phone. He suggested that. You know, OTX be having round incentives, right? Or knockout incentives. You knock somebody out or you get a bonus. Do that. Give somebody an incentive, bro. Or better yet, focus on the matchups that you making. And then we'll get the entertainment. Make the right fights. Because any fight with Benavidez is going to be entertaining. You know what fight would have been highly entertaining, Turkey? David Benavidez and Dimitri Bivol. But guess what? You said you wasn't interested in it. After saying that's the fight you wanted. So, yeah, I would have a problem with it, Free Smoke, because it's not against the rules to move. It's not against the rules. And on top of that, I've seen game plan. I don't think William Skull was moving because he was scared. He was boxing his ass. He landed more punches than Canelo. He landed more. I don't care if you felt like he won, if you hated the punch stats say William Skull outlanded Canelo Alvarez with all that moving he was doing. Hell no, I don't have a problem because I see intent. Now, yeah, Some fights gonna take a hit far as the entertainment go, but it exposed Canelo Alvarez, man. And I don't even like to use that word, but it exposed his lack of effort and his hunger. He's not hungry. He wants you to be right there. And if you not, then he ain't gonna try that hard. And that's what I seen. William Skull, think about it. To move that much, that shit not easy. We seen a lot of dudes try that and burn out, get tired, the legs wear out, and then they end up getting stopped. Let's give William Skull some credit. At least he made it through the fight. He had a damn game plan. I'm not about to stand still so this dude could get free shots. I know the only thing he want to do is load up on hooks and uppercuts and shit. I'm going to get mine and I'm going to get up out of there. I know people hated it, but he was using IQ. What was he supposed to do? Taking more chances, just give Canelo more opportunities. And that's not what boxing is. It's supposed to limit guys' opportunities from being successful, not fight a fight or fight in a way that would help them out. You get what I'm saying? And that's what it benefits these guys that should know how to cut the damn ring off. Same way these dudes know how to run, or just quote unquote run, as y'all put it, and get out the way and survive. Man, go get his ass. Go get his ass. Because I've seen people cut the ring off. I've seen it. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. Dude got 70 fights out here still complaining about somebody running. Dude got more knockouts than William Skull got fights, but you surprised he didn't stand there and bang. Man, get that shit out of here, Canelo. You lazy, dude. You lazy. He wasn't supposed to stand there and let you get it off. He was supposed to fight you exactly the way he did, and people just got to live with it. Just got to live with it. That's one fight. He had to do what he had to do to beat that guy. We all know Canelo don't like movers. You telling me he ain't do his homework? We ain't giving. Yeah, you could complain about entertainment, but he did his homework. He wasn't scared. He wasn't scared of that, man. He was being smart to me. The more I move, the less he's gonna hit me. Simple. I'm not gonna be available for him to hit me. And he got frustrated. So you telling me I'm not supposed to do was frustrating this dude and limiting him and not making him look good? They landed what, the lowest output on the card, didn't they? Hell no. Or of the weekend. They was lower than Devin and Ramirez, wasn't they? Canelo did less than William Skull. Don't never forget that. He did twice or 3 times as much movement as Canelo, but he still landed more punches. Don't ever forget that. With all of that movement, he did something right. I don't give a damn what you say. Anytime you fight a fight and you could come up out of that joint after 12 rounds and you just outlanded Canelo Alvarez, didn't get dropped or knocked down or really hurt, gotta tip your hat. You could say, yeah, that was I ain't like the approach. Yeah, the way he fought was weak. All right, I get it. But you gotta give him credit for how he made Canelo look. That dude looked lazy as hell. He looked his age on the night. I was like, oh, this dude really not gonna try hard because he not standing still. You 70 mother effing fights in, dude. Nobody is standing in front of you and trading. You got way more fights than him. You closing in on 70 fights. You got more knockouts than he got fights. But you thought he was going to trade with you or stand and fight more. No, man, no. Because he know that's what you want to do. So what is boxing is about? Limiting what you want to do. The shit you're looking to do, I got to stop you from doing it. And one of the ways that I neutralize what you're looking to do is move. Get mines and get up out of there. That shit is called hit and not get hit. And yeah, he moved excessively, but he still landed more punches. So I'm not gonna trip on him for that. It wasn't like he got in there and wasn't throwing no punches. That didn't happen. With all that movement, he still was fighting. He just didn't give Canelo the opportunities, because for that fight to be more entertaining, Canelo needed to do more, and he was unable to do it when he got in there with a guy that just wouldn't stand still. You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. He should know better. You fought Lara, dude. What is William Skull? What is he? Is he Cuban? And you telling me you didn't think he was going to move? You know what I mean? Do your homework. Canelo is lazy, so I wouldn't have wanted to take no damn point. Shout out to hell nah, I don't take no point. I'm tired of these dudes coming in here thinking they could switch up the rules because you want to see more concussions, because you want to see more CTE situations, bro. Get your ass. You get in the ring. You want to be more entertaining, you get in there and fight. I wish somebody would tell me how to risk my life in the ring. Man, I'm really annoyed by that. Make better matchups. Simple and plain. Don't be interested in fights like Bebo and Benavidez, something that we know we're going to get our money's worth, and then give us some shit that we already seen 2 times in a row. Smart guy. Like I said the other day, next time, don't take the damn fans out of the equation. You know what I'm saying? Learn some boxing. The fans matter. The fans matter, bro. Sunshine, what it do? Nah, he ain't good for the sport, man. I'm convinced. And you know I was easy on him, Aisha. You know I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I'm just not rocking with it. Who do you think you are? You could come in here and not only say, oh, yeah, you can do more time and Jerry. You referred to people as cat and mouse games. Like, what we on? You seen a couple fights and you lost your damn mind. And part of that was your problem, sir. You don't take the fans. We make the sport. Without us, who the hell they fighting for? You get what I'm saying? You don't take the fans out and be mad you got sparring matches. Yeah, you got sparring matches. Take that shit out on Canelo. Tell dudes to stop being lazy. I want to hear more emphasis on cutting the damn ring off. All this running shit. You got 2 legs, cut the ring off and get his ass. Because ain't nobody supposed to make it easy for you. Whatever I got to do to make it as hard as possible for you to land punches, I'm doing it. Cry me a fucking river. I don't care, bro. I'm doing what I need to do to get that win. You could cry another day, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. 100 punches per round bonuses. You get me? Like, get some bonuses up. Yo, you want to see more concussions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Behind TV. You know it. My God, man. That's all I'm saying. Yo, just get the people. Just let the people fight. Start making the fights. The clinch rule is stupid too, because it's a part of boxing, bro. It's a part of boxing. So what, we trying to rewrite the rules to try to force entertainment? So why wouldn't we focus on making sure dudes ain't juiced to the gills? Why we don't make sure we putting the right matchups in there? Why don't you put some incentives in there? Money, man. You got this unlimited wealth of money, right? Start spending that shit in the right place by making sure dudes ain't on uneven playing fields in the ring. That sounds like a much bigger problem than somebody boxing and moving in a sport that's called boxing. It ain't illegal to move. It might be unappealing to the eye, but I ain't trying to. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Everybody has a style. Fight your fight. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm not saying get in the ring and run. Nah, but fight your damn fight. I ain't standing still for nobody. You get what I'm saying? You want to see more entertainment? Why the hell would you got a damn power puncher in there with a boxer? What you looking to get? You want to see a slugfest? Get what I'm saying? Put Canelo in there with one of them slew-footed guys that don't know no better, that can't get away from him, that could just gonna get beat up. Get what I'm saying? Shout out to William Skull. He wasn't going for that shit. William Skull wasn't going for that goofy shit. He was like, nah, bro. He gonna come in here, try to blast me out with a bunch of uppercuts and hooks. He ain't setting up no jab, ain't cutting off the ring. This dude lazy. He looking old. Hell no, I'm gonna cook his ass. And he outboxed him. Unpopular opinion, William Skull outboxed Canelo and they mad at it because it came with a bunch of movement and they didn't get to see the KO that they wanted. Dude ain't had a KO since Caleb Plant, bro. Crawford, please cook his ass, man. Taking it out on Canelo, man, because that shit happened after that, man. You got cooked, you got embarrassed, you made Turkey look bad, so he tried to throw you a bone. And Terrence Crawford, don't worry, because Terrence Crawford ain't gonna run from you. He gonna box you. Say we watched Rigo actually running. Yeah, he went without a fight for a while. That's all we needed. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild, though. And you don't see them doing that now. You get me? Shout out to KO. He said it'd be the optics, bro. Fans are going to always blame the guy who isn't engaged when the fight turns out to be a dud. I get it. But it's like, I feel like, yeah, matchmaking got to be better. You get what I'm saying? It's like you putting guys in there. You putting dudes up against. Like, you look at Canelo record. What boxer in their right mind gonna stand right there with him? The clenbuterol Dawn, man. Might I remind y'all, the same guy that popped and then they raised the levels. I'm supposed to stand there and trade with him, man. Don't make me get into it, man, because they pissing me off. Because a couple fights ago they said he revisited the Fountain of Youth, and that's always a red flag. Nobody, newsflash, fighters, power punchers, KO artists. Get y'all footwork up, bro. Nobody's standing there so you can add another KO to your resume, bro, to your record. Nobody's standing there so that can happen. I want to see the guys that's talented enough. You don't hear world-class fighters complaining about guys running. They figure out a way to do something about it, bro. All that running, I don't care. Even Corey, he said it. Well, Artem really admitted to running, but still, I didn't like it when he said it because I felt like he was supposed to cut the ring off just like I do anybody else that say somebody running, especially when you're the superior fighter. I don't want to hear that shit. So you telling me he had better legs than you is what you telling me. And I know that ain't the case. So nah, man, take accountability, cut the ring off, beat some ass. You get me? I understand from the outside looking in, you like, man, that's boring, but you got to see these dudes being damn near handicap matches. Y'all know damn well it's hard to beat Canelo anyway. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it my way. I'm probably not going to fucking win anyway. I'm damn sure not going to win if I stand there and start trading with him, or if I start engaging. I'm definitely not winning that fight. So if I'm going to get in there with a guy that got almost 70 fights and more knockouts than I've seen the ring professionally, I'm going to do it my way. Y'all just going to have to respect it. I'm sorry. I'm in here to win, not get a concussion, not get knocked out, not be the next meme for Canelo Alvarez. I'm going to make his ass earn it the same way everybody else did. He ain't been knocking people out. He ain't about to start again with me. Hell no. Hell no. William Skull and Canelo Alvarez like it was supposed to be a war. Ain't nothing about that fight said war. Not a damn thing. You got a Canelo Alvarez that's looking for guys that's either inexperienced, don't got good feet, or just nowhere near his level so he could take advantage of them. Edgar Berlanga ain't run. What happened? He ain't run. He got beat every round, but he didn't run. You should have cooked. You should have knocked him out. What happened there? You get what I'm saying? It ain't like everybody getting in the ring and just running. Nah, you ain't knocking shit out. And we ain't about to try to give you an extra way to get that done. No, if you lazy because you've been boxing since you was 15, you get what I'm saying? And you got almost 70 fights and you probably should be retiring because all you doing is, gatekeeping the belts and denying these young fighters opportunities. You don't get to have it all your way. You get to make all that money and you get to tell me how I got to fight you too. Knowing when I come into this fight, I'm down 3 rounds anyway. I might as well box you. If I'm going to do one thing, I'm going to make it clear that, you know what? I boxed better than you this night. And you was lazy. I landed more punches. I don't want to hear that shit. What makes Canelo win? Because he the harder puncher? He got his lazy ass outboxed slightly. You know what I'm saying? And then people don't like it. Y'all hit the like button, man. We're going to keep building, man. Y'all hit the like button for your boy. We're going to keep building, man. Blue Hustle, man. What it do, homie? Said, welcome to the EFF Turkey Movement. Just we are happy to have you as part of the team. Yeah, now, hey, listen, everybody here, if y'all listen to me speak on them, and I'm still not against them, but I ain't rocking with none of this. I draw the line. This is where I draw the line, bro. This is where I draw the line. You take fights off the table. You've admitted to putting out misinformation. You get us excited for fights, then you take them off the table. You put together matchups that, and expect them to be like the most entertaining thing you ever seen. But then when you get an opportunity to make a really good fight, you don't want to do that. Nah, bro, you don't get to have it all your way. Keep that shit over there in Saudi. I ain't even trying to be funny. Keep it over there in Saudi where you could just control everything. Because we ain't trying to hear that shit. You're not going to tell us we watching our fighters drop dead, man. We ain't trying to hear get in there and fight because I said I don't want to see so much movement. Well, you get in there and fight, bro. I want to see how entertaining you is if you get in there and you got to throw hands. Get your ass out of here. You're not telling me how to fight, bro. Running. Now, the problem is running. Listen, I want to be very clear. Al Booger, what's good, homie? Shout out to my boxing mom, Barbara D. How you feeling? And appreciate you always supporting the grind in the cash apps.
And we ain't never got a box.
Yeah, boxing, man. Box and move, man. It's just part of the sport, man. And they trying to rewrite the rules, man. It's not illegal to move, bro. It might be unpleasing to the eye. That's just something that fighter is going to have to live with. I'm not saying I'm cool with it, but I'm definitely not going to tell you how to do you. If that's what doing you look like, then you gotta deal with whatever come with that. If people say you boring, if they don't want to watch you, that's what come with it. But in no world am I telling somebody how to fight. You just kill that shit. So and all this no running rule, they got people running around painting these fighters that don't even run as runners. And I'm gonna say it again. You seen Devin Haney move like that in one fight. What is he, 30-0, 31-0? You seen all them other fights of his? Show me a fight where he ran. The De Los Santos shit is old. That shit ain't holding up. Watch any other fighter, Shakur. Do he run? I don't understand how the rule applying to fighters that don't run. And then he bogus as hell. You want this 18 by 18 foot ring, but the guy that y'all trying to call as a runner is the one that's cool with it. Mr. Hamza Sheeraz, the guy that got a damn gift, ain't even cool with what Turkey doing. His brother, the one he cheated for. Yeah, we watched Carlos Adames outbox him. We watched Turkey throw a little hissy fit on the side, on this outside ring side, right? Because he knew his guy was getting outboxed, telling him to throw more punches, and he down points and all that weird ass shit. And yeah, and that same guy that you threw a bone, he rejected your 18 by 18 foot ring. He don't want to do it. But the other guy that these irresponsible fans trying to label the runner, that Shakur Stevenson kid, yeah, he with that shit. Because he got a point to prove, man. He gonna win whether you put him in a sandbox, shoebox, like Ann McQueen said, a Nike box. He coming to win, bro. You gotta win. Skills gonna pay the bills, and the size of the ring ain't gonna be the outcome. Ain't gonna be the the deciding factor. Motown, what it do? Them fight better, fight their fight. Yeah, them fighters better fight they fight. They got to. Anything less, you an idiot. Go ahead and let somebody. We just watched Devin Haney let the fans determine how he fight. Need I say more? Need I say more? And he got cheated, and people act like that never even happened. They like, well, yeah, Ryan put you to sleep, and he never went to sleep in the fight. But people keep saying that. We just watched him give us the fight, right? And look how they look at Devin Haney right now because of that fight. You got people that said he needed to be more entertaining, that they wanted to see him do exactly what he tried to do. And then after it didn't work out, they said, well, see, that wouldn't have happened if you would have just stuck to your fight. Y'all bogus as hell, bro. Which way is it? Do you want him to fight his fight or the fight you want to see him fight? All I'm saying is, I know this is the entertainment business. I know, people pay their money. I'm one of them. I'm a paying customer. You get what I'm saying? But I don't want to see a sport where guys are so hell bent and stuck on trying to entertain people that they go outside of themselves. I want to be very clear. I don't want to see no fucking running either. I want to see fights, but I also want to see guys do them so we can separate the who's who. You know what I'm saying? You can't. One thing I know, you can't play boxing. We all know that. And you can't get in there and be something that you're not. That shit gonna get you beat more times than not. So all I'm saying is fight your fight. Yeah, keep the fans in mind because we pay to watch our fight. We want to see entertainment, but don't do it to your own detriment. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Because when you go out there and be entertaining, but you taking L's, let's see how long that shit lasts. You get what I'm saying? So fight your fight, man. I done seen too many boxing matches. I done seen boring boxing matches for as long as I can remember. I done seen bad fights. Some fights just not gonna be that hot, that entertaining. That's all. That's it. That's all. I'm not advocating for a boring fight, but I'm understanding that some fights ain't going to live up to what you expect. And that's just it. So focus on better matchmaking. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you throw some incentives in there. You got all this money, right? Use it to do the right shit. Give these people a reason to want to give you more than what they already giving you. Because anytime you climbing in between them ropes in that square circle, you definitely proving you proving something already. So again, if you saying me getting in there and training for months and then coming into a fight and risking it all is not proving myself, then give me or not doing enough, then give me a reason to want to do more than what I'm already doing. You know what I'm saying? To use that money in the right spot. That's all I'm saying, man. Incentives, bro. Take a page out of OTX book, bro. You get what I'm saying? Dudes be out there fighting for them bonuses. They be out there trying to smoke shit for them bonuses. Yeah, I think this UFC got the same type of shit, right? But fight bonuses and stuff like that. Yeah, incentives. Pay the fighters, bro. You want more entertainment, more money, sir. Mr. Unlimited Wealth. Like what they say is you'll spare no expense. I'll never forget that. Shout out to Claymore. You'll spare no expense. Pay the fighters, bro. And do us a favor. Next time one of your brothers is getting beat up, you get them getting out boxing a fair fight. Just sit this one out. Don't go say nothing. Don't say you down this many points. Don't say nothing. And definitely don't create a scenario where it look like you influence the outcome of the decision. because we already still ain't rocking with you for that. You get what I'm saying? You wild. And that Hamza Sheeraz don't want that little ass ring. Said, tell Canelo stop running from Benavidez. Shout out to bro. How you feeling, Brody? He said, stay in that ring, go punch for punch. He will be willing to do that with Canelo. There you go. Pay that man that $200 million that he looking for. You know what I'm saying? Irvin Mack, what it do? Pay him that $200 million. It's so many fights that'll give us the entertainment I think that we looking for. You don't got to make the ring smaller. You don't got to make long ass Instagram posts disrespecting guys because they found a way to win. I'm rocking with Devin Haney. I'm glad he boxed Ramirez. I'm glad that one was for the Haneys. They had to get that. Because imagine if he would have came back and been entertaining and got knocked out, what people would have been saying. Imagine what everybody would have been saying. Like, damn, man, I told you he was done. I told you he was broke. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least he lived to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? With the exception of the last performance. And think about it. It's so many variables that probably played into that. And I thought the way he fought looked that way because anytime you take away one of your primary weapons, it wasn't like Ramirez took away his jab. You just didn't make it part of your game plan or whatever. You didn't decide to utilize it with no consistency. If you are a guy that sets up 90+% of your offense through your jab and you're not using it, how is your offense going to look, y'all? I'm being serious. Fighters always say if you can land a jab consistently, you can land everything else. So if you're not consistently landing that, how is the fight going to look? And the whole time and you moving and you looking unsettled and stuff, it's going to look like what we got. You get what I'm saying? He can't do that again at the highest level, I don't think, but I give him some grace because he was dealing with a whole lot. And I feel like it's going to take more than one fight for him to bounce back. And if he can't, then, you know, the writing is on the wall. Nick Ballin was good with it. Yeah, he a dog, man. He a dog. I reign of peace, Queen. I say this, J Boxing was good with it. Shout out to Joseph. I say this, if you peace to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling? Lee, what's good, homie? If you you probably got a chance to see him work, you'll know what time he was on. All things was good, homie. You'll know what time he was on. Stressed out boxing. What it do, man? Sonny was good. So again, man, that running, that shit is a narrative. It's a bad narrative for the sport, bro. It's gonna take more than one fight from a person, one bad fight for me to deem a guy a runner when I seen the whole body of work. One fight don't determine you. Like, you get knockout artists can't just get one knockout and then we start calling them knockout artists, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, anybody that you can, why is Better Be considered a knockout artist? You get what I'm saying? Because not too long ago he had 100% KO ratio. It wasn't, oh, he just got one knockout one day and then we woke up, yeah, you Better Be was a KO artist. He had to prove that shit to you. And it's the same way when you want to criticize somebody negatively. Yeah, you could say based on that one fight, yeah, he did a lot of moving. I don't like it. But look at the rest of the fights. That will determine what Devin Haney was. He showed you that more times than not. That's all I'm saying. How do we determine who the winners are? You get what I'm saying? Do they just win one fight and they just become the best? How do we determine who the best are? They prove this shit over a period of time, right? We got a body of work that we could look at and say, yo, this dude been kicking ass since the jump. You get what I'm saying? You don't just one fight and just label somebody. That's all I'm saying. And unless it's PEDs. That's different. You one fight, PEDs, you a cheater forever. You know how that go. But again, when it comes to these weak ass narratives, bro, I'm just not a fan of them, man. People got to do more homework, man. Do more homework. Watch more film. Do more studying. Just stop pushing senseless narratives, bro. And I hate it for any boxer. I hate it. I hate it when people get discredited for something that they not. You get what I'm saying? A fighter can show you exactly who they are, you know, X amount of times. Look how many times Errol Spence was successful before he lost. And look how people treated him after he lost one fight, bro. One fight. You telling me these fighters ain't starting to catch on, bro? They get it. They get it, man. They ain't trying to get put in meme land forever, bro. We don't respect people that go out there and give it all and then lose. Not that, depending on who it is, should I say. Turkey turning the sport. But he was out of pocket for them comments. Yeah, Elijah, I think he just... I think he could be doing better shit with his time. Like, we don't need to see big full-blown fucking tweets from you complaining about the sport. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I just ain't a fan of it. Stop playing around with the ring sizes. You on some bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Because what was Sheeraz's problem for why he got outboxed by Adames? What is Sheeraz's problem that he ain't cool with the 18x18? What's Alberto Puello's problem that he ain't cool with the 18x18? I wonder if Sheeraz and Alberto Puello runners now because they don't want to fight in the 18x18 foot ring. I wonder we're gonna see the abundance of videos saying how they run. Get what I'm saying? They want to run, right? They want the bigger ring, don't they? Shit is ridiculous, man. I hate these narratives for the sport, man. Do more homework, man. I urge anybody that's calling these couple of fighters runners, just go watch them fight, bro. Just go. All you gotta do is watch them fight. One of the big main reasons why Devin Haney was criticized so heavily for his fight is because we know that shit was like far removed or a couple notches away from what he able to do when he looking his best. We know that shit. How do we know that? Why was we so critical or quote unquote disappointed with the performance? Because you know what you seen him do before that. You get what I'm saying? You know what you seen him do. You like, man, that ain't the same. That's not the same guy. You get what I'm saying? So that shit just gotta die. I hate it. Anybody could prove me otherwise. These fighters that they've been labeling runners, this shit ain't true. You get what I'm saying? They did the same thing with Devin when they labeled him chinny after getting buzzed by Linares, a guy that I think at the time had more knockouts than he had fights. You get what I'm saying? Whole time, Lomachenko got put down by this guy, but nobody called him chinny. No, not a solitary soul called him chinny. Devin get buzzed. Yeah, he's chinny, man. I'm telling you, them narratives, bro. Define irony, what it do? Said they need to get the sanctioned bodies and make these fighters fight the mandatory and stop ducking. See the fights we want to see. They let these boxers skip past their mandatory. Yeah, depending on who you is, bro, they allow special privileges like i.e. Canelo. Your name Canelo Alvarez. They kind of let you do what you want to do. And now you seeing that. And like anything Zoomverse, what it do, homie? Anything that gives him more of an advantage, I'm against, because he already got all of the advantages, bro. Canelo up at least 3 rounds from before the bell even ring. You get what I'm saying? He more than likely he got 68 fights, close to 70, whatever he got, close to 70 fights. Nobody got that kind of experience. He come in with all the advantages in the world and still get put in a position where he could get even more. Nah, man. Hell no. Make him work. Y'all looking at it wrong. Don't make it easier for him to earn his money. You should make him want to earn it. You should say, yo, just as well as you could say, I'm paying you a lot of money to come in here and give the fans entertainment. You definitely ain't paying Canelo to follow somebody around the ring and not cut the ring off and be lazy and just load up hooks and uppercuts for 12 rounds and be mad that a guy that's not a puncher won't stand still. Get what I'm saying? Fix the matchups, bro. Fix the PD problems. We got PD problems. Jaime Munguia, the REYNOSO camp is bogus. Why we care about a couple bad fights? I'm not tripping off that. If I see fights like I'm just using it for example, Devin Haney, if I seen that shit on a regular basis from him, yeah, I'll be pissed off. But a one-off, I ain't tripping. The next fight, my eye is on you. I want to see if you can do better than that, or if you look like that again. Like I said, then we got a conversation. But we got a whole, people call these dudes the Juice Crew, bro. Nah, bro. The Juice Crew is crazy. And y'all just gonna act like it ain't happening. Yo, bro put out a bogus, long-ass message talking about how he ain't cheat. Yeah, I've always done everything right in my career. I spent my whole career. Man, yo, y'all boxers got to take some accountability, bro. Yo, I'm tired of excuses, bro. Just do had enough. Y'all be giving fighters all the grace, but y'all got to take some type of accountability for why you dudes be testing positive for PEDs, bro. I'm tired. The excuses is getting out of control, bro. I don't know what's worse, the eggs, boar nuts, bad taco meat. I rubbed medication on my dog. I shook hands with somebody and tested. Like, bro, they coming crazy with the excuses, bro. Like, Turkey, all due respect, get the PED cheaters out first, bro. Then we could focus on how the fights look. Because I can deal with a guy that moved excessively because it probably benefited him best to win a fight. But I can't tolerate knowing that somebody had an unfair advantage and he getting off scotch-free while Devin Haney stopped getting shitted on, while Ryan Garcia, because he got beat up by Rolly, the crayon eater, as y'all call him. Y'all know I don't call him. Y'all say he eat crayons. He get beat up by Rolly, and then he get to claim depression again. Man, I'm sick of it, bro. Nah, man. Hell nah. These dudes is bogus, man. These dudes is bogus, bro. We got a lot of wild shit going on, bro. You got Oscar Valdez said it. He drunk tea. He blamed it on tea, bro. He blamed it on tea. Canelo said he had bad meat, bro. What, he had some street tacos? Come on, man. So who gave Nello some street tacos? He rich as hell. He ain't eating bad no more. You see how he dressed? Canelo is Americanized, bro. Ain't eating no damn street tacos no more. You ain't had no bad beef. Shout out to GHB, my God. They tripping, bro. He like, man, yeah, you know, running and Tom and Jerry. What about Juice to the Gills? What about Conan the Barbarian? What about dudes trying to get in the ring like the Incredible Hulk? Bro, Oscar Valdez had multiple PEDs in his system. Multiple. He got outboxed. They let him, they cheated and let him keep his belt. And then he lied to the world and told us it was tea. He ain't had that shit when Core cooked him. He ain't had that damn phentermine when Core cooked him. I ain't trying to hear it, man. I'm so serious, bro. We got to stop overreacting. You can't control how the next man protect himself in the ring, bro. Can't control how a fight play out. You got to schedule the fight and you hope for the best. We don't put together matchups that you thought was going to live up to your expectation and it didn't. Did we overreact then? So let's not overreact is all I'm saying. Unless we start seeing guys consistently getting in the ring, showing a lack of effort and just excessive moving, not even trying to engage or win the fight, then let's revisit that conversation. But I'm not tripping over no one fight when that dude just got drugged into oblivion, getting punched all night with Ostarine-induced left hooks, bro, and right hands. I'm not tripping on that dude for fighting that way. I'm not. I'm just speaking for me. I'm not. I just fought a fight. I done made weight, killed myself. This dude he was overweight and juiced up. And then I got in there and tried to give y'all a fight. And I get my ass kicked. I get my ass whooped. Now my stock got to take a hit. You get what I'm saying? Now people saying I'm broken and he get to claim depression. Like he didn't just cheat. Nah, bro. You don't get to claim depression. Every time he lose, he do this shit. Nah, bro. You don't get off the hook. Nah, we know what it is, bro. You looked very human against Rolly Romero. You got outboxed by Rolly, bro. I will never forget that. And it was fair and square. No PEDs. I ain't trying to hear that. Now something wrong. Now he going through it. Now boxing ain't for the weak. I ain't trying. I ain't buying that shit. Nah, he done went to the well too many times with that one. And the timing of it. Every time something he get beat or the PEDs, now something wrong with him. Now he ain't good no more. Nah, bro. You stupid, bro. Y'all smash that like button. The herbal tea, right? The herbal. Welcome those fighters back, and hopefully the clinching is not excessive. Craig, what's good with it now? As far as the clinching, that's a part of boxing too, but we gotta be consistent. We can't highlight guys and label them things that they are not. If you're gonna complain about a bad performance, complain about them all, right? Complain that how much money did you pay Canelo to fight William Skull, and he put out that effort. He landed less punches than Devin and Jose Ramirez did in they shit. But and he got outlanded by the guy that he claimed ran from him. Understand something, y'all. Make it make sense. You can say all you want that he ran, but you gotta highlight that he landed more punches. So how much did he really run? Or did he really fight the fight that suited him best? And the fight fans just gotta educate themselves. It would not be in his best interest to fight that guy any other way than probably what he did. He had a job to do. I'm a boxing move. I know he don't like movers. I'm about to take his ass to the Cuban school. Last time we seen it, Lara was punching his head all boxing and moving. Get what I'm saying? Nobody's stand there and make the fight easy for you. How much money Canelo making? Bro, you better throw more than some hooks and uppercuts. Where that jab at? You better cut the ring off. I'm not trying to hear somebody ran. How much money you making again? Chase him. If he running, then chase him. That's what I want to see. Run after him. The hell out of your legs don't work. Nah, run after his ass, man. All right, they're gonna say what they say. So doesn't change the outcome. And the nouns we already learned. See, but that's the thing. I don't know. I mean, what did you really learn? Can you say you learned? Can you say, do you look at one fight and you determine that's what the fighter is, or do you look at the body of work? So as far as the eye of the beholder get a little sketchy, because what is they really seeing? We out here framing guys as runners that don't run. So it's like, I get a little, you know, I just want to know what we talking about. Like, you get me? If we gonna do this, let's complain about everybody. Let's complain about every bad fight. Let's not highlight a couple of guys. Let's not, you know, like, because let's keep it a buck. Who are these? Who are the fighters with the good feet? Let's just call it what it is. Who the fighters with the good feet? What style do y'all think this would, you know, affect the most? You get what I'm saying? People keep talking about I like the Mexican style. Well, go fight a Mexican then. Well, go fight. You like the Mexican style? Yeah, me too. Go fight a Mexican then. You don't fight no damn American boxer and expect the Mexican style. You get what I'm saying? Goofy shit. Make the fix the matchups, and then you'll get the fights. You'll get the entertainment I think that you're looking for. Give these dudes a reason to go out on a limb more than what they already going out there. You get what I'm saying? Other than that, pump the brakes. It was only one fight. That's all I'm saying. Prove me otherwise. Get what I'm saying? It was one fight, bro. I ain't tripping on that. Let's see what he do in the next one. You know what I'm saying? If he get on the good foot in that next one, shit gonna be a little sketchy, but you know, like the police game, why would I pull over to make your job easy? You at work, now he chase me, you stupid. Or you're a criminal, Howard go, he said, catch me if you can. Nah, I'm being serious though. You just got some real issues though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the fact that it's starting to come out that you not being a man of your word. I don't like the fact that you admit it. I mean, I'll give you some, like, you know, understanding because you admitted to it, but you admitted to putting out misinformation is crazy. Like, he said that on purpose. Like, I don't know, man. 18 by 18 foot rings. No more Tom and Jerry. Nah, man. His ass been watching too many cartoons too, man. Shout out to Melanie Queen. How you feeling, sis? So Tim Bradley say, watch out for a soft surface. Depending on the performance, KO is extra sane for Canelo. And Canelo should know damn well that at this stage of his career, nothing should be easy. Not with the money you making. I ain't making nothing easy for you, bro. Like, everybody know the kind of bread you touching. So I'm not about to get in a boxing ring and do anything remotely close to making it easy for you. You're gonna have to fight, bro. You're gonna have to fight. So, man, again, y'all, I like the fact that Shakur stood on business. He accepted it. I'm not knocking Sheeraz or Puello. Who knows what their reasons is for rejecting it. I'm not gonna say they scared. I just feel like that's an unnecessary move. Boxing don't need the fixing of the ring sizes. We need more consistent, better fights. We need, when you say that you're interested in a fight that the whole boxing world get behind, we need for you to, you know, fall through with that and not pull it off the table just to give us a damn trilogy or something we've seen 2 times already, back to back. I'm cool. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm all for a trilogy, but I was more, in this case, I was more for seeing a Benavidez and Bivol instead of seeing them other guys fight for a third time, because I think we've seen it twice already. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, though. On Shakur on the undercard because he's getting his feelings up and misunderstanding. What I don't know what the whole thinking is behind that. I really don't. I would hate to say it's that way because of Hamza Sheeraz, and that's somebody he favors, right? Because I don't think it's Berlanga. I would think if it's anybody that got that Turkey got a soft spot for, it'd be Sheeraz. But I don't know. From what I understand, Shakur was gonna get how did he put it? Like main event billing, but Berlanga and Sheeraz was gonna be, you get what I'm saying, the main event. So they still, to a degree, when you see the promotion, it's almost promoted like Shakur would still be the main event, right? But I think that's going to be the last fight, and they got him as a co-main. For me, well, I don't care about that stuff unless you're a guy that gets on, you know, I guess you care about who's a star and who's not a star. I don't care about that. I feel like if he fought on the damn prelims, if he fought on the opening bout, I'm gonna watch it regardless. That's how I feel. And I feel like as long as your money the same and the fight is on an even playing field, why do I care when you fight? I really don't. I can't care about that. Like, he don't give a damn. I mean, he cared to a degree, but it ain't about to knock him off his square, right? And he only cared because he know what makes sense. It makes sense for him to be the main event in this situation. So I don't know what the decision was that led to it being otherwise, but I know I don't care. You get what I'm saying? Like, long as his bread is right and long as that's a fair fight, long as you know, Zepeda ain't on no PEDs, I'm cool. You get what I'm saying? Cause damn, he got PEDs in his name, don't he? Zepeda. Yeah, damn, that's crazy. I ain't saying that. That just came to my mind. Damn, he do got PEDs in his name. That's crazy. That man got PEDs in his name. That shit is crazy. Oh man. Well, not fail, but disappointment. He said, I don't care about the main event part either. My point was he feeling got involved, so he moved off emotions. Yeah. He admitted to it, Howard. So ain't no debating that. He admitted to it. He said he should have, you know, thought twice about it. And that's why he issued the public apology, because he felt like he was being disgruntled publicly. So that's the way you get out in front of it. And he got some straightening and they moved past it. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't think that had nothing to do with where he got on the card. I don't. Hitman Rival, what's good with it? I don't think that had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I wish I knew the exact reason, but for some reason I feel like whatever he was gonna do, he was gonna do anyway. You get what I'm saying? I don't think it, because that's foolish. Like, what does that really change at the end of the day? You get what I'm saying? You better go out there and win. That's all that matters. You better go out there and be impressive. You better go out there and show separation, pedigree, all that good stuff. You get what I'm saying? You better go out there and show you a world-class talent, generational talent. As long as you do that shit, don't matter. Placement on the card, because you know them people want to see you fight. You know people like that matchup a lot. I think that's one of the best matchups on the card, but Berlanga and Sheeraz is a really good fight, I think. He said he got a coin of dogs and pet. I'm telling you, get me. It's in his name, yo. Somebody asked me before, do I think he on something? I want to say no. You know, I just think he got a hell of a motor, and he got a style that if you're not prepared for it, if you can't deal with it, if you can't keep up with it, if you're not conditioned enough, then you're gonna have real problems with him. But he don't look like no crazy big puncher. His conditioning is crazy. But you've seen guys throw a lot of punches before, right? But you know, we're seeing, I ain't gonna lie, bro, we're seeing Jaime Munguia pop like that. And you never know. You never know. But I'm assuming it's gonna be drug testing for the fight, so I won't worry about that. I think as long as it's on an even playing field, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Talib was good with it. So I can see against Matias. Sheeraz is a big. Why is he complaining? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he will care. Boys be crying what it do. I don't know why he would be complaining, but yeah, like, you know, I just got that little birdie. I got word that those are the guys that had the issue with it. You know what I mean? Might be on something. You throw 175 punches around. I'm telling you, I don't want to hear no Fountain of Youth stories. I'm not trying to hear none of that stuff. I don't want to hear it. The Juice Crew is real, bro. So like I said, man, Reef, what up? Before you complain about a couple of fights that didn't exactly look at their best, and I get it, y'all, I'm with y'all. I'm a paying customer too. I want to see entertaining fights. I want to see guys go out there and earn their money, but not to their own detriment. And especially when I got a chance to witness the sacrifices that was made by a fighter, and it went horribly wrong for him. And the way the boxing fans, like the boxing world, seemingly turned on him as if he was the guy that cheated. Say, let's be real, Sheeraz is the only main event because Turkey is homie. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking, bro. So what happened to the Juice Crew? You know, Jaime Munguia is now part of the Juice Crew, and his B sample came back, and he put out a statement claiming that he's always done it the right way, blah blah blah. I just was tying that into, like, you know, we be worried about the wrong stuff sometime in boxing. We be, you know what I'm saying? It's so many other things that need fixing. The debacle's not gonna be 18. Boy, I'm not that I just, from what I understand, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not because his homie didn't say he wanted it. But just for the people that was framing Shakur as a runner, for the ones that did that, he was cool with it. I just wanted to make that clear that he was cool with the ring size. Shout out to LWboxing too, man. Juice Crew is no joke. Dude's got a pattern. Yeah, it's too many fighters, man. Shout out to Jamel Herring. I seen him tweet of his on Twitter, and he spoke about it too. He said, like, at this point, like, you know, somebody need to be held accountable. Like, this is not coincidental. This is not accidental. It's not by chance. None of that. 619, what it do is not. It's like, it got to be intentional at this point. The most high performance motors got synthetic oil in them. Hey, behind the hands, that's true though. That's true. I mean, we just seen it. We just seen it with Jaime. He said Jaime Bishop Munguia got to choose. Oh man, you ain't lying behind the hands, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. Right. I hope that ain't the case though. You know what I'm saying? I would hope not. Hope not, but shit, yeah, I would say that though. All fairness, all realness, man. Get PEDs out of boxing first. You know what I'm saying? Get PEDs up out of there. And the Juice Crew is bogus, man. Juice Crew is bogus, man. Now Ryan on the sideline, depressed. Oscar Valdez, ever since he got caught, he irrelevant. Let's see what happened to Jaime. Canelo Alvarez lost the step as well. All of these dudes that's getting caught, you seeing them come back and look different. All of them. Boy said it's not them tortilla cars. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. But we gonna keep it pushing, man. I just wanted to make sure we all knew where I stood on that. I'm not a fan of nobody running in the boxing ring, but I also know the 2 legs you got to run. Fighter on the other end got the same 2 legs to go catch you. Learn to cut the ring off. I hated it when Shakur said Artem ran, even though he admitted it, because I expect him to be better than that. I expect him to be the superior athlete in every way against a guy like that. And I felt like you should have did what you needed to do to cut the ring off, and you wouldn't have had to feel like he ran. But he did play a bit of keep away, but it's all good. I'd be surprised if Canelo take PEDs versus Bud. B-Dog, what it do, homie? Said Jaime needs the trilogy with Bruno now. Yeah, he got to give him his run back. I did hear that fight might be overturned too. The win might be overturned. I gotta look. I can't tell. I think his win might be overturned. So if so, that's good, because he don't deserve to get a win. And real quick before we move past that, because we're gonna keep cooking, we're gonna get into this Hitchens interview. We gotta revisit this because my comment section be getting crazy sometimes, man. When I put up a tank video, oh, sensitive ass people. Real quick though, before I ain't even upload it. Jaime Munguia just put out a long ass statement saying he always did things the right way, and he gonna do everything in his power basically to show the boxing world that he was always clean or whatever. Basically, is no accountability, no disrespect to him, is no accountability. He's just saying what he's saying, right? He just putting out a long explanation. I'm not in this camp. I can't say I know what happened, but it's unfortunate for him because he don't have a leg to stand on, because he'd be about the 5th guy or something like that. And that don't look coincidental. That's why you got like guys like Jamel Herring saying this shit ain't by chance. And at this point, somebody needs to be held accountable. Somebody from that camp. There's no way people go over there. It's like they go over there. If you want the juice, go over there. The fact that they call y'all the Juice Crew and they got evidence and y'all giving them more evidence of it is crazy. I think this came at a wild ass time. You got to think you got beat up. You got knocked out, should I say, by a guy. You came back, rematched him. You beat him on points, but was juicing. And Bruno say he knew you couldn't beat him without this shit. 1,000 punches in a fight is suspicious to me. It's a lot of that's a lot of punches though. I'm telling you, it's a lot of punches, bro. That's a lot. That's a shit ton of punches, bro. Shit ton of punches, man. That's a lot. But let's keep rolling, man. I got to get to this, man. I got to get back to this. So, I had made a shorter video on this, right? On this Hitchens situation, right? Because you know, I was listening to Richardson Hitchens on the Boxing Voice the other day. They was interviewing him, and they asked him about the fighter, the different beefs that he had in boxing and all that stuff, and he got to talking about it and explaining. And he went on to say that when him and Tank could be beefing, like, they'd be beefing, they'd get back cordial, whatever the case, and he'd be like, yo, it's messed up that Mayweather Promotions won't put me on the cards. And he said Tank told him out his mouth, like, no, I was the reason. Like, I told him not to put you on the cards. So, me, that was a little eye opener. An ear opener. I didn't expect to hear that. You know what I mean? That's not something I expected to hear. That was a little bit surprising, but I made the video on it because it obviously was catchy, right? It's something like, oh shit, this is one of the reasons why you left Mayweather Promotions. That's crazy. I didn't know he had that kind of power. So it was a little surprising. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jew Division, my guy. Damon, what it do, homie? So I'm like, damn, make the video, and so many, you get so many comments and people addressing the video, but y'all don't address what the fighter is saying. That's why when I make these little clips and videos, I use the clips that I say. I use the audio so people can hear right from the horse's mouth. Like, it's like the fact that people get right into defending it is crazy. And I had a bunch of people making comments and like they wanted to come talk about it. So feel free, man. You can have whatever opinion you want, man. It's all good. But for me, I just didn't expect to hear that, because whenever you got a relationship to the point where you sleeping head to toe with somebody, you're gonna go through some shit. You'll butt heads a little bit naturally, especially if you two competitors and the stuff that y'all dealing with is boxing related. Right, but you don't think it'll spill over to the point where guys will be willing not to put the next guy in position, right? Because if you really rock with somebody, regardless of what, you want to see him do well, even if you might not be on the best terms with him. So that was my mentality. Like, you hate to see that type of stuff, and it's crazy that he had that kind of power, and that's what Hitchens was saying too. Like, damn, like you got that kind of power. If all it takes is for him to just say, yo, nah, and I ain't fighting. And he's like, bro, I need a different situation to be in. And that's just crazy to me. Said he slick hating. Nah, Core was just in his feelings, Howard, man. You know what I mean? I think he was just a little pissed off about Hitchens critiquing the performance. And you got to think it's the timing of it. He critiqued the performance where everybody was like already going in. You know what I'm saying? Even Hitchens surprisingly say he shouldn't have spoke on it, but I don't think he said much wrong. It's just the timing of it, right? And maybe if you know a fighter, then he wasn't himself, so you should have known what was up, maybe. But I don't think I've never seen it. I don't know. I can't vouch for anything that I'm not aware of. But he also spoke about like whatever they ever went through it was always boxing related. It wasn't never like personal stuff. So when I hear that, I know that's just his side of it, but that's probably the only side we're going to get. You're not going to hear Tank come out and talk about it. But he like, bro, it was always like boxing related. So for me, to a degree, you could see, all right, you ain't seeing eye to eye on some boxing stuff. You ain't getting on my card. I get it. But I don't know. I always feel like cooler head is supposed to prevail in that situation. And if there's no justifying not allowing somebody to eat with you, there's not too many justifications to that. If we're all cool and two of y'all have a fallout, that don't mean I got to pick one of y'all and fall out with the other one. That's fake. That would make me fake. If there are three people that all rock with each other mutually and two of the three people fall out, that last remaining one should still be cool with both of those individuals, regardless of what, because their issues have nothing to do with me as an individual. So it's like people got to justifying and, oh, you don't know the other half and it's his card and basically like, but you don't justify that kind of behavior, because I'm pretty sure if the name attached to the fighter making that move, you would critique it a lot differently. You wouldn't give them the benefit of doubt. You wouldn't understand where they was coming from. But because it's your favorite fighter, it's like, nah, it's nothing wrong with that. And he could have did it if he wanted. I mean, shit, he did it. But I'm just saying, I don't think it makes him the worst guy in the world, but it's just something to talk about. It's a conversation, right? Like, you didn't expect that. I would have never known that was one of the contributing factors as to why he left, that he felt like he needed to get away from Mayweather Promotions. But because I'm a fair guy and I like to tell stories in full, not just the shit that catch people's attention, he also got a whole video talking about how Tank saved his career and looked out for him. So it was like, you can't ask people questions and not expect them to tell their truth. So whatever his truth is his truth, but it wasn't said in like bad taste, like he don't like them or none of that. He's like, yo, we always get back cool. Like, you fall out, we butt heads, we get right back. So it's not that big a deal, but it's a conversation. But people, when they hear Tank attached to something, they always assume everybody is attacking them. And then that's not the case. It's like, it's just a video. Relax, calm down. You want to have a conversation? Have a conversation. If you think what he did, he is justified and it's cool that he did it, then that's cool too. But for me, I'm like, damn, I wouldn't expect it. And then you kind of seen history repeat itself a bit with Carmel Moten. And then when you look at that situation, they didn't have no beef. He just openly supported Mayweather, the guy that put him on. And because them two was beefing, he caught a stray. And then people go to justifying that. Oh, well, it's his car. It's like, bro, you serious? That dude was what, 18 years old? Stop, man. He innocent. He ain't got nothing to do with two problems that two other people have. That's not real. So, like I said, let me make sure I'm making the point. If it's three of us and we're all mutually cool, we rock with each other, and two of us fall out, the remaining guy doesn't have to pick a side. We're not in high school. That's childish. That's like, what are we on? We kids? Like, you don't pick side. Like, if you really was loyal to both people, you allow their issues to be their issues, because what happens when you pick a side, right? And then those two people are back cool with each other the way they are now. They ain't at odds. He said they cool or whatever the case. So you get me now. What, do that other person rock with you again? Nah, man, you don't take on other people's problems that have nothing to do with you. You stay in your lane and you stay loyal to both individuals, because what they got going on ain't nothing to do with you. Imagine somebody telling you to pick, yo, it's either me or him, yo. Like, what? Man, bro, I'll cut both of you off before I make a pick. So I just seen people like justifying and like, you know, nah, he's cool with people that he's not cool with. I'm like, how do y'all know? How do y'all know? Like, I don't know their situation, but it's just a conversation. Like, I didn't know that that's something that happened with Hitchens. I never heard that story. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it wasn't like he's saying it with the effort, you know, or the intent to shit on Tank or to badmouth him. That wasn't what he was doing. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, people got to listen. That's why I put as much of the video as I did, so you could listen to what he's saying. He's not just trying to trash him and none of that. And he explained what his issues be with these other fighters. And a lot of time it's boxing related. It's nothing personal. It's not like, you know, he messed with your girl or took some money from you. It's never none of that. It's just some boxing shit. So I just leave it at that, man. And I just thought, like, it was crazy how people were like so defensive when you don't even have to be. Like, I could see you only got to be defensive like that if somebody tearing them down. Somebody tearing them down and making them look like a bad guy, then by all means, you know what I mean, go in for him. But nah, man, I just report the news. You know what I mean? I play it from the horse's mouth, let the people hear it. You could have your own assessment. Shit, if you think it's cool for him to not allow his man to eat with him because they temporarily beefing, and then all right, well, that should be like, man. Shout out to my baby girl, Miss Jusdu. Old school, what it do, homie? Legacy remains, what it do? So, you know, you talking about society that beef over power characters. I'm telling you, gotta pick a side today. Blame Jay-Z and Dame Dash. I'm telling you, Cal, they be like, yo, pick a side. You gotta pick a side. What the hell? No, we don't gotta pick no side, bro. And that's that. Listen, man, you gotta grow up past that. You can't, as an adult man, and this is for anybody, adult man, woman, adult, period. You can't expect, you know, everybody that you end up having an issue with to have the issue with too, right? That everybody else, it don't work. Life don't work that way. So that's how I'm looking at it. But maybe the dynamic of their relationship is different. Maybe at the time of they wasn't good, and it just, you get what I'm saying? Maybe they was way off, and he like, yo, I ain't rocking with him. It's a lot I don't know, but I just wouldn't expect boxing related issues to pour over to the point where it get in the way of business. And I do like the way Richardson and Hitchens said that's why you can't allow yourself to get too emotional, get caught up in that stuff, and hate guys. You got to do business, man. You got to do what's best for your career. But I always would have thought, fighting on a Tank undercard is always a plus for that fighter that's trying to grow his name. Excuse me, y'all. And if you Richardson Hitchens, you're a guy that's from the city, right? So it would make sense for you to be on the card with him. All little beefs aside, but again, I don't know the level of y'all beef. I'm just speaking loosely based on what he spoke on. Like I said, I doubt if you hear Tank come out and speak on it, but this wasn't that big a deal because, in my opinion, he wasn't like throwing him under the bus. He just was speaking like openly, and that shit get people in trouble. Guys be super sensitive when you start telling the truth. Moten needed a life lesson, stay out of grown folk business, but he wasn't in grown folk business. Imagine being penalized for openly supporting a guy that put you on. Imagine that. Imagine it. Like you don't got to demonize the fighter that made the move. You could just call it for what it is, though. Like I never thought he deserved that. He ain't do nothing. Now with him and Hitchens, you just would never know. But Moten definitely looked like he's just like a casualty of war. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, but that's part of life. That shit happens sometimes. But I hated to see it. But you didn't see me go on no crazy rant. Oh my God, look what Tank did. And I don't do that. That's why I be like, why people be so sensitive about these fighters, bro? If I get sensitive like that, call me out, y'all. Please do. Put me in check. Richard, what it do, fam? He said, push the T all the way. Travis Scott, Ben Spines. You stupid. Shout out to Richard. Y'all hit the like button for me, man. Smash the like button. We're gonna keep building, man. Matter of fact, we gotta let me see. Let me pull some of this up though, so people can hear it. Let me get to this. Let me get to it. Oh man. But I thought it was a good sit down for them, man. I really did. I thought it was a good one. I thought it was a good interview. Trying to get it from the beginning. Yeah, give me a second. Boom. Oh, there we go. Louis 4500, what it do, homie? How you feeling, man? Black TV Unlocked said Lafayette, Louisiana tapped in. Shout out to Louisiana, man. All right, let's get to this.
I just fought for the championship. I just fought an undefeated guy that the world was saying that was gonna beat me. I went there and took care of business. It's like, and what George Campos says, there's no doubts. I'm comfy. I'm in my living room right now. This is regular. So now I'm comfortable as a pro. I know how to catch the shots with my gloves. I know certain things how it feel. So now the world could start seeing more and more of me. And that was not even
I got kicked out. I wasn't muted. I got kicked out. I told y'all since it's like they know we about to get out of here because it's like ever since they did the work, the Wi-Fi had been kicking me out. My bad, y'all, but we're gonna get back to it. Appreciate y'all patience, man. Let's get back to it.
The world it was a great performance though. So and
I'm telling you, hey, behind the hands, they've been clipping me lately, yo. I ain't never had this happen. You got to see how it look on my end. It look crazy. Like, yo, it look wild. It's just kicking me out. Crazy, like booting me all the way out the computer. Man, I'm telling you, it's like somebody bugged me, man. It's up, man. I'm telling you.
So far, you got about 3 nemesis, right? Like Floyd had his Pacquiao, his McGregor. You know, he had Castillo, Corrales, Maidana. He had a bunch. Right now, you got about 3 nemesis, maybe even 4 with Keyshawn. I would say, Devin, Keyshawn, Gary Antoine Russell came out yesterday and was like, how this man won, didn't call me out, and I beat him 4 times. The world gives a lot of shit to Keyshawn for losing to Andy, and Andy calls him his daddy and all this crazy shit, but people don't really give you any shit for losing to Gary or quote-unquote not getting it back in blood. Is that something you want? And how do you feel about Gary trying to make it a thing that you didn't mention him?
I just feel like, he's trying to promote himself now. He's trying. He should have been. This guy wasn't calling nobody out.
Mm-hmm.
This guy wasn't calling nobody. I think he probably called out Devin Haney, before he grabbed the belt and stuff. But he wasn't talking. This guy didn't even have an Instagram. So now, I guess he's trying to promote himself. I'm not saying he don't want to fight, but it's like, obviously, you see, if now that he's using social media, he obviously see my team got other plans. He's seeing the headlines with me and Matias, me and Teofimo, me and Devin Haney. So if your name is not being brought up, it's like, I have a team and they have other plans with me. So it's like, if he knows the business. I mean, obviously he knows the business because his brother was a top pro, so he know like how this go. But I just look at it like you're promoting yourself. I mean, that is a big fight. He do have a belt, but he got business. He got to get back in blood. Puello's over there with him. Puello's over there with him, and Puello wins his fight with Matias. He should be winning to, get that belt, that fight with Puello. Because right now, to my understanding, Gary Antoine Russell is scheduled to defend his WBA belt. He has a mandatory, right? So I don't even why I call your name if you're scheduled to fight. I just fought a few days ago. It was a fight. So obviously, how I look at it now, that's he's promoting himself. You know what I'm saying? Like you already got somebody you got to fight. Why you don't even know if you you got to get that business first. So that's how I look at it.
And look, man, what Hitchens saying is fine. Like he got his point of view as to why Andy would be. I mean, why Gary Antoine would be speaking his name. But the thing with Gary, and look, I know he don't watch as many of the interviews as we do. Gary want to fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I get what he's saying. He just like, you got to think, just break down what he's saying. Why would I call your name and you got a fight lined up? You get what I'm saying? I get that, right? Because that's the shit we call clout chasing. Andy, I mean, he do got a, what is it? The Hiroka guy, I think he got a fight, right? So if that is realistic, right? You do got to get through him. But I do want to see if you want to fight the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that, people want to hear you say you'll fight him. You know what I'm saying? And anything less than that, they like, bro, we ain't trying to hear it. So look, Aisha, like, this is weak talk. Come on, Hitch, set it up. Right. Only reason why I ain't going to trip on him, Aisha, because I know I would love to see him beat a guy that openly said, I beat you 4 times. We both got belts. Why don't you want to get it back? Like, after all of that, I did say he got 24 hours to respond. Like, I would like to hear what he feel about that, but he answering it to a degree. But the fact that he's saying certain names, I'm cool with it, right? But I just want to, his next move is going to matter more than any talk, right? So anything he say, I know he can't put together his own fights. And he even said that. You get what I'm saying? But we'll see what his options are. You get what I'm saying? My thing is, I wonder what his management is going to get in terms of a next option for him, right? That's what I want to know. Because regardless of what he say, even if he say, yo, I want to fight him next, without him being able to pick his fights, he'll just be giving energy to a situation that he don't even know is going to come to fruition or not. You get what I'm saying? So, but I get it. People say his energy not the same. I'm not arguing that. I'm just,
So safe to say you feel like he was just clouting himself. You being nice by saying promoting clout chasing. You being nice by saying promoting himself. I feel like.
Yeah.
Nah, he not clout chasing because Andy. I keep saying Andy. Gary Antoine Russell is a real one. He's a champion. Ain't no clout chasing when champions are talking about fighting other champions. That's just my opinion. I can't speak for nobody else. For me, if another champ, I know he got a fight lined up, but he just letting it be known. Look, I'll fight all of y'all. I'll fight everybody. The belts, we had 4 fights in the amateurs. I beat you every time. Like, why you don't want to fight? So you're going to have to answer him at some point because as long as you at 140, they're going to talk about this fight. So I ain't tripping on Hitchens just yet because I know it's a lot of, yellow tape that they got to get through before he could even, like, suggest that this will be the next fight for him because all he'd be doing is fronting because that's not the case. So I just want to know, like, and it'll come out, like, what his options is for his next fight and what he go with. You get what I'm saying? We'll find out.
Like, there's no way. Why would I call up a fighter that we not on the same side? None of that. Just for Saturday, I have a fight that I have a mandatory fight that I have to fight. What we talked about right now, you have to go. You have mandatory. You don't, like, and then you also see me and trying to get Teofimo in the ring with me. You know, me and Teofimo got the same manager. You see me and Devin. Me calling out Devin. Why? Like, whoa. Now out of nowhere, you got all this to say.
How do you feel about the whole get it back in blood? Like, obviously, the world wants Devin to fight Ryan at all costs. Do you feel like your amateur rivalry merits for you to get it back in blood, quote unquote?
Amateurs are amateurs. Gary's not the only person I lost on the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? I had lost in the amateurs. I'm a different fighter. He has the belt. It makes sense now. So I'm not looking like, oh, this guy, everybody that beat me in the amateurs, I need him back. Jermaine Ortiz beat me in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Which was a robbery. They took a point from me, and I was robbed that fight. It's on YouTube. Everybody go see that. But it's the pros. Like, Gary makes sense because he has a belt. I get it. Like, he has leverage, but it's still like, I don't give a fuck about no amateur fights. I'm a way different fighter. I was learning at that time. I was only boxing for 5 years at that time. When me and Gary fought, he was already in the gym as a kid.
Yeah, true. Ortiz ain't calling him out. Gary is.
Now I'm perfecting my craft. Like, it's not the same fighter.
TTMZ, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Boxing, what it do, homie?
When me and Gary were competing against each other, out of all them kids, only me, Shakur, Boots, and Gary is the only world champions. There's so many guys that was and Teofimo Lopez. There's so many guys that was coming up with us that's not even here now. You know what I'm saying?
But Gary
you brought up the word leverage. I'm sure you've seen your now quote unquote former promoter felt some type of way with you calling your free agency. I'm on the outside looking in, but I gotta just say
Dub, I was just saying that, bro. That's what we call it. And that's why I be trying to, like, be as logical as I can, y'all. Just let's go in order. This stuff Hitchens saying is not super crazy, but I know people want to hear him say, look, we'll set it up. But think about it. Gary is on the other side. It's not just as easy as him saying, all right, I want to fight him, and that's it. Because I don't know if it was this interview he talked about it, but I heard him speak on it in the interview, like, how Kiefer have options for him, and from there he could pick what the option is and say whether or not he want to do it and things like that. So, but I get y'all. I just want y'all to know I understand y'all. Y'all want to hear that energy about fighting him, but he is being genuine when he say, "Yo, you got a fight lined up already." Like, why would I call you out? Because it ain't like you gonna get out of the fight that you in next, and I could fight you next. And if I don't fight you next, what they gonna say? I was clout chasing. So. He is saying, look, you got a belt, so it do make sense. I get it. But he like, bro, you still got to get past your fight. And then you on the other side. So that's why I said some yellow tape that they got to get through. And I think it would be a little irresponsible for him to make it seem like they can fight next or whatever without talking to his team. Like, because I don't think he's in that position to just make the call by himself like that, right? It'll just be playing into the fans and the crowd, like giving them something that they want to hear, right? Like a soundbite, but it won't be no It won't be no substance behind it. And that's what we don't want, right? We don't care too much for these empty call-outs. We want to see fights that can actually happen. And that's why, for me, I get it. They got the same management. That could be a conflict, but it seemed like a reason to make a fight. They both got belts too. So I can see if he wasn't speaking about fighting a guy like a Teofimo. You hear his name in the mix with several guys. For me, as long as he fight one of them, and why I'm not tripping on Gary just yet, because all this stuff Gary's saying is gonna hit different if he get through his fight. He go get through his fight, and now he free and don't got nothing lined up, and he start, you know, talking his Hitchens stuff. Now it seems like it's more of a need for him to respond directly. But as long as it's a roadblock, meaning a fight in between y'all and you being on the other side, him not having the ability to just say, yo, I want you, I could respect it, because he would be being fake right now. Because he can't just say that. He'll just be playing into the fans, like I said. So I get it, but I definitely understand y'all like his energy seem a little different, but I don't think so, man. I think Hitchens a real one, bro. And I think for him to prove it the way he wants to prove it, he got to fight guys like Gary if given the opportunity. Right now, the opportunity isn't there. We're just hearing one guy express, you know, real interest in fighting, right? And I get that. I love it too, because y'all know I was just hyped up on Gary energy. I love the energy, but you do got to go in steps, bro. You can't count your chickens before they hatch, right? You got to get through your fight first. So we'll see. You know, we'll see. My thing is, when he's free, or if that opportunity seriously opens itself up, then you get me. We got something to talk about.
I was more like, damn, why Hitchens ain't talk to him first? Like, give him first right, not first right match, but first dibs, because you put me on. And I've seen so many of your interviews recently where you were saying how Eddie changed your life. What made you call free agency, which now seems to have, I ain't gonna say bothered Eddie, but certainly hurt Eddie, because that's the word he used.
Wait, man, before Richardson answer that question, man, salute to you and your independence, my brother. Because if you would have lost, niggas would have got you out the motherfucking paint, my nigga. You won. You honored your contract. Nigga. Niggas talking about his door falling.
Not for nothing, bro. Like, I get it. Everybody talk different, but hella N-bombs unnecessarily. I always hated that, because we so grown. Like, we got way more vocabulary than that.
Niggas ain't sell tickets here. No. You don't get to cry. This nigga honored his contract. He's independent. Respectfully. You can go ahead, bro. Cook, nigga. Cook.
I think because I grew up a little bit. I try, like y'all see, I do it up here. I don't refer to nobody in the chat as, right? I don't call y'all that. Like, I don't know. I think we could, it sound a lot better when we don't overdo it. So I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just something with me. Yeah, it is, Aisha. It's like,
give me opportunity when I needed it, and the structure when I needed it the most. Being in talks now with the Devin Haney's and the Teofimo Lopez's, and to become, you know, now starting to become a boxing star. So I don't want to get into that. Obviously I want to continue a relationship with Eddie. You know, I love Eddie. I respect him as a man. He's always been a gentleman
Superman,
to me. And yeah, that's just what it is.
See? And that's I like the fact that he was brief with it. Look, man, I ain't trying to burn no bridges or ruin no relationships, but he probably looking to see if it's anything out there that's better for him, man. Who knows? Maybe he could end up working back with Eddie. That's why he kept it brief. And it ain't like, that's the thing, when it's just because it's the end right now don't mean y'all can never do business again, right? You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he left on bad terms, which is a good thing. He did honor his contract. It wasn't like he was a headache and he cried about, you know what I'm saying? So, but I do get it. Like, I wonder where would he be looking to go? Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised by that. I didn't expect him to announce free agency right there either. Like, or just say, you know, he going, you know, this is it. 2 cents, what it do, homie? Shout out to Samuel, man. He said that's why I rock with Abdullah. Young brother was raised right. Absolutely. Very smart. And they move right too, Samuel. They got it, bro. They got it. They good. They definitely been brought up the right way.
So I seen that clip of you saying that you was you know, you used the word begging to get a fight during the Rolling Tape.
To what?
That it was a clip that you did with Akim Barat. and you was talking about, you know, why you was really frustrated with Mayweather, and it was about something about a Rolly Tank fight that you wanted to get on that card or something like that.
Oh yeah, I mean the situation was with this as far as like, you know, Tank Davis, you know, wanting to say that he did this and did that for me. The whole time I was thinking it was Mayweather Promotions that didn't put me on the card because it made no sense to me. I'm like, I'm fighting Phoenix, Arizona. It's May, and Javante and Rolly is fighting next week in New York. Me at the time, I think it's Mayweather Promotions, but me and Tank was kind of beefing at that time. So when we hashed things out, I was explaining to him like, yo, that's fucked up. They didn't put me on the card. He basically was like, nah, I'm the one that told him to put you on the card. So that was one of the things that led me into leaving Mayweather Promotions, because I'm like, yo, like, oh, like, y'all just took me off this card. Y'all can't help promote me. Y'all ain't got no say so. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't really got no power. If there's a big fight in Brooklyn, this man says, yo, he's not fighting my cards. Like, I need to go somewhere else. Like, this ain't the place for me. Like, you feel me? So that was really the situation with that, from my understanding. You know what I'm saying? But
now just imagine that though. Like that, you know, look. Obviously, like he said, yo, we be going at it at the time, and then you know, they that cordial. Then he'll say this to him, but maybe it's a timing thing. Maybe it's at the time where they beefing, they ain't seeing eye to eye. And he like, man, don't put him on my car. So it's just one of them things where they young, man, and you gonna go through shit, right? I'm not trying to demonize Tank as a super bad guy, but you just hate to hear that type of stuff. That's all. You ain't got to go crazy because you don't know the ins and outs, and I don't need to know it. I ain't trying to know, right? I only need to know the little bit he said. And you hear the way he's saying it. He's not trying to say it like, oh, man, this dude is. Nah, but he like, damn, that's crazy. I ain't got no say. Y'all not even going to promote me. He like, damn, if somebody else got that much control over my career or whether or not I get an opportunity when it even makes sense because it's a fight in New York and I'm Brooklyn bred. You get me? Like, why wouldn't I? You know, I'm out here. I'm in the city, right? So, like, you get me? So that I get it. I get it. But if you just listen, he's not spending his time trying to go in on Tank. He's just telling them like the conversation that they had, like, damn, that's crazy. And even with that, he not looking at him like, oh, man, this dude is this. But he like, damn, if he got that much power, he like, bro, I'm out of here. Like, dude, I can't even, like, why would I be here? So I get it. That shit is just crazy. This is unfortunate, though.
Me into leaving Mayweather Promotions because I'm like, yo, like, the whole time I was thinking it was Mayweather Promotions that didn't put me on the card because it made no sense to me. I'm like, I'm fighting Phoenix, Arizona. It's May, and Javante and Rolly is fighting next week in New York. At the time, I think it's Mayweather Promotions, but me and Tank was kind of beefing at that time. So when we hashed things out, I was explaining to him like, yo, that's fucked up. They didn't put me on the card. He basically was like, nah, I'm the one that told him to put you on the card.
Lion was good, homie.
That was one of the things.
I mean, me personally, I would love to hear from Tank's side, but I think it's kind of, I think some of the answers for me is in what he's saying, right? At the time, they sound like they just wasn't on the same page. So that led to maybe him making that decision, right? We ain't rocking with each other, then why fight on my card, I guess, right? But, you know, I don't know the seriousness of whatever they was dealing with, so I can't say if it was justified or not. It's just unfortunate because I think Hitchens being on Mayweather Promotions and fighting in New York under, you know, on a Tank undercard would be great for his, you know, his career, you know, for him moving along, right? And I think it'd be a good look for Tank too. It'd be a good fight on his, you know, so it's just unfortunate that they had to go through it. And that's one of the things that end up happening. You know what I mean? It's kind of, you know what I mean? If y'all not on the same page, then I could understand just not rocking with somebody. CJ, what's good, homie? So that's all right. I'm not here to justify, but I'm not here to kill him for it. I don't know the seriousness. I don't know what happened, but that for me, I could also level with the fighter, Richardson Hitchens. In that situation, I think he made the right move. He ain't cry over spilled milk. He like, damn, that's crazy, but all right, now I need to look for something else.
That was one of the things that led me into leaving Mayweather Promotions because I'm like, yo, like, oh, like, y'all just took me off this card. Y'all can't help promote me. Y'all ain't got no say so. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't really got no power. If there's a big fight in Brooklyn, this man says, yo, he's not fighting my cards. Like, I need to go somewhere else. Like, this ain't the place for me. Like, you feel me? So, absolutely, that was really the situation with that, from my understanding. You know what I'm saying? But what it was that he said no, she said. I felt like it was disrespectful to me that it was a big card in New York, and it's 2022. It's a big card in New York. First off the pandemic, Barkley Center's back open, and I'm a Brooklyn fighter, and I'm not even on the card. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I definitely understand. That's why I wanted you to touch on it. But you kind of touched on something that all ties in. We watched this right before you came on. We watched this Tiger Johnson.
Yeah, you're right, man. Yeah. That's why I say it's just unfortunate that things like that can happen in boxing. And look, the more I think about it, the deeper I think about it, you gotta hold the guy accountable that made the decision, but you also gotta look at the powers that be and the people that's involved, right? And like where did they come in all of this? Like, why did he have the power to decide that for me? But obviously, I guess him being the ticket seller, the money man, who's just confirmed. Oh, he did. We're at Aisha on Twitter. Hey, man. Or did he do a short video or something? Shout out to Aisha. Boots up to 54. Man. Yeah, man. 47 about to get into it.
Delonte, where he's obviously giving his thoughts on you and his beef, but he pointed out, like, trying to assassinate your character in the sense that he's like, look at him. Twitter. None of his closest friends rock with him. Tank, Shakur. So I just wanted to give you an opportunity like that because he's making it seem like it's you. You know what I mean?
I don't know Tiger Johnson. Me and Tiger Johnson, we don't know each other like that. We sparred. He's a person that, I've seen him. We've been around each other in boxing situations. We never
That's
hung
what
out
he doing, Black TV.
Boxing,
you get me?
Or boxing gym. He don't know me. I don't know him. Even the situation me and him started, he keeps saying, like, I don't know why. This guy came out of nowhere, started talking shit. He's weird. I didn't come out of nowhere. When I was at his fight, he was in his corner. I was sitting near his corner while he was in the ring competing, and I said, Tiger, show me something. Like, I'm like, you better show me something. All that shit you was talking, but he didn't know where it was coming, where it was stemming from. There was a video when Raymond Ford just fought for his first world title. Eddie was there in Connecticut or wherever it was, upstate somewhere, and Eddie was telling him about the guys that he has at 140. And Eddie was like, I got this guy, I got Hitchens, and Tiger Johnson looked at him and was like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. He's like, Eddie was like, you sure, Richardson? Like, he was like, you don't want to do that. Like, basically, I'm like, what? Like, we sparred and all type of shit. Like, you feel me? Like, you know what it is with me. So when he was fighting, I was talking my shit. Like, show me something. I wasn't disrespecting him in his corner. Like, fuck you, a bitch. I'm just like, show me something. Like, all that shit you was talking. Show me something while you fighting right now. And, that's when this whole situation came. And he came out the ring and he was doing all that extra shit. But the nigga don't know me, so it's like you can't say what you don't know. You don't know Tank. You don't know Shakur, and you don't know me. These are people you know about from boxing. You see us in a boxing situation. I slept head to toe with Tank. I slept head to toe with Shakur. I know these niggas, but personally, so it's like you can't speak on something you talking about. Look, who don't and who don't fuck with who or whatever. Because any situation that me and Tank got in, or any situation that me and Shakur got in, it stemmed from boxing. There never was no issue with like. You feel me? Like, there was never no shit where I did some shit to niggas, like, on some personal shit. I'm trying to fuck a nigga bitch, or I'm trying to steal from a nigga. It's more like about boxing. Me and Tank, we fell off because that situation with Edgar and Canelo, and the situation was really just me telling Edgar, yo, even Tank thought you was gonna get knocked out, and that nigga gave you respect. Like, he said, nah, you fought Canelo. Like, yo, he did his thing. He went and tore around with Canelo. Edgar just went on Twitter and just was like, yeah, I know you was telling Richardson I was going to get knocked out. He left the part out when I said Tank was giving you flowers. So it kind of seemed like I was trying to, you feel me, talk crazy on the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, see how easy that is to get that little misunderstanding? And we all seen that play out. Edgar went on Twitter and said, we know you was telling Richardson and Hitchens I was going to get knocked out. Then they start going at it, and then I led to him and Tank going at it. But in reality, he was telling them, like, Tank thought you was going to get knocked out, but he gave you your respect. He says you went 12 rounds with Canelo, and they just end up falling out. So dudes be sensitive, man. They got pride, ego, shit like that, man. It don't, at the end of the day, man, I feel like nobody's stealing money from you, causing, you know, bloodshed, making your career harder, kicking your back in. Ain't enough reason to stay beefing. So they could be not cool now, but they'll figure it out.
So that was
They
the
young.
situation me and Tank. Obviously, me and Shakur was, I just gave my honest input of him and Edwin De Los Santos, where I should have never came out into the world and said how I felt about the fight, because, you know, the world was already bashing him. So me being his friend and just saying how I really felt, he wasn't feeling it, and I never understood that, because at that time I wasn't used to interviews and all that shit. I speak to y'all how I'm supposed to speak to y'all. I wasn't trying to control no narrative or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like Hitchens, man.
I mean, I still don't. I mean, look, I know it just ain't right. You should be able to give your opinion. It's a fucking fight. Like, y'all win and lose. Y'all been winning and losing all y'all life. I don't see why it changed now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been winning in the amateurs, losing in the amateurs. Opinion's an opinion. It shouldn't, you know, I don't know. It shouldn't cause a rift forever, but that's how Shakur is. He got mad at me.
Nah, me and Shakur has things out. Me and Shakur has things out.
That's good.
Yeah, me and Shakur been cool for a little minute now, you know, so since for like a few months now. So we cool now, but like,
Shout out to that.
Just,
I like Hitchens, yo.
The kid is
and that's the thing. Like with me, I be so surprised at reactions that I get when I just make regular videos. Like people, you know how I give it up. Like I like all these dudes. Like you hear a story, like damn, that's unfortunate between them, right? But you know, if it was somebody else, they'll be saying, "Oh, he's blocking Hitchens." I would have had something crazy in my title. Tank trying to stop people from eating. I would have did all of that. I don't even do none of that. I just call it how I see it, right? Like, damn, that's unfortunate. He couldn't get an opportunity. They had to be at odds at a time where he could have got a big opportunity on the undercard in New York, where his career could have used the boost, right? You don't got to spend too much time trying to, you know, overly criticize Tank for something that you don't fully know, right? And again, just to be fair, you didn't hear what he had to say. But people just, I be so tired of the like super sensitive, overly defensive Tank. Now, let me say this to the super fans. Tank don't need y'all to defend him, bro. He good. He good, bro. The man could tweet right now something and it'll go viral. And y'all know it. Like, he don't need it. He don't need the protection, especially from people that ain't, you know, against him. And the ones that rock with him. He don't need protecting from people that actually rock with him. It's the ones that's tearing him down in the media, you know, ripping his accomplishments and things like that. And his every move. That's, you never see me do that. But this story was crazy, was interesting. Then he also went in to tell you why they fell out now, which is also something light. You get what I'm saying? That's light, bro. Like, that's not, man, I ain't worried about that. They'll figure it out. Shout out to Coach Lenny, Richardson Hitchens coach, because he said the same thing, man. They young. They'll figure that shit out. Will be the hardest for Sheeraz. Maybe that's why he don't want it. You get me? So it ain't a big, it's not a big, it's just a conversation, but you can tell like how people type, they be so aggressive for no reason. Like, bro, relax. Like, and nobody said nothing bad. This is him telling the story. You could tell the way he just said what he said. Shit, if you Tank and you listening, can't fully even be mad at it because he ain't go in on you. He ain't say, oh, this dude is on some BS, man. Yo, he crazy. Yo, he really shot. He didn't even do it. He just telling, you know, he being honest. Like, you could tell the way he tell his stories that he just telling you from his point of view. He don't sound like he making it up as he go along and none of that. I like his energy, bro. I do. And I wouldn't mind hearing Tank side shit, you know? A1 Hoop Zone, what's good, brother? How you feeling?
Every time I'm fighting somebody, he's like supporting them.
Y'all smash that like button, man. Don't forget to hit the like button, support the grind.
So,
he said in this interview we showed, he was like, yeah, if he come to 47, you know, he want that fight. So yeah, I know that's nothing.
He need to get over a hump though. He's not even fighting for no money. I don't think he's not even fighting. He's not even. He haven't made a fight yet. He haven't fought a big name, a step up. He haven't done nothing in boxing. And I think Tiger's like my age or maybe a year younger. He gotta get it going. You know what I'm saying? He haven't been in. I don't think he's been in a fight yet that people are like, I want to see this. So, and there's no disrespect to him. He got to do what he got to do before he starts talking. He can't come at me while I'm winning world championships, defending championships, and looking for big fights. And he's trying to. And the only thing now he can say is, "Oh, look at his friends." You can't say nothing about what I'm doing in boxing. So I guess he's got to say other shit.
For sure. To double back to the Haney fight, you are in charge, or is Keith?
And real quick, shout out to the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Ness. This was a good interview. He asked good questions. I think Hitchens answered things that people wanted to hear from him. You know what I'm saying? And now look, for those that was talking about, like, as far as him setting up a fight with Gary, right? Just listen to the question, what he about to ask him now. You know what I'm saying?
In charge, like, and what I mean by that, like, I'm saying, can you be like, yo, Keith, this is the fight I want. See what's going on with this, or do you let Keith bring you all the options?
I mean, obviously, I let him do his job. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know I don't know every ends and when it comes to business. I know how to fight. I know how to make adjustments in the ring, and obviously, the business part I don't really know about it. So Keith, obviously, he's a friend to me first. So he always tells me what it is and what it ain't, and that's just what it is. So as far as him bringing me options and saying this, that, I got to listen to the options, and I'm going to weigh my options and see what he tells me. And if I want to go with it, I go with it. If not, obviously, I have a choice to be like, I don't want to do that. So
you see?
Would you be willing?
You see? And it's just like that, right? The control that we be wanting these guys to have is just unfortunate that they don't be having it, right? And it's a lot of hoops and hurdles that dudes be having to go through. Like, I like responsible call-outs and call-outs of substance, right? I like fights that really have a potential of happening and make sense. But make no mistake, any champion fighting each other at 140 makes sense to me. And I would love to see any of them. I ain't even got no specific picks. Just let me see it.
I'm sorry. I thought you was done.
Nah, I'm listening.
Well, I should preface it different, right? Like, because Puello is fighting Matias, you know you don't got a mandatory no more, right? Like, I'm sure someone has told you this by now.
Right.
Because win or lose, your mandatory's done. If Matias win, he no longer your mandatory. If he lose, he definitely ain't your mandatory. Which gives you the ability to do another voluntary. Would you do that with Keyshawn? Y'all got that beef. Would you offer him a voluntary title shot? Would you be willing to go to his hometown because he sell the tickets so that y'all could both get the most amount of money? Or is that a neutral ground fight and you're still willing to give him an opportunity at a voluntary?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, I'll fight anybody if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn is a big name. I mean, he's not a big name, but he's becoming a big name.
You muffled out. I don't know if you're holding the bottom or the speaker. Okay.
You hear me?
Yes.
Keyshawn is becoming a big name, and that's a fight that the fight fans are definitely going to see. So that's a go for a big fight. So if it makes sense, we all will fight each other, like whatever, however. Me, I'm not nobody. I don't duck nobody. As long as it's me and them in a boxing ring and it's in fair grounds, I don't care. It don't really matter if it's in Puerto Rico, New York, Vegas, Saudi Arabia. It really don't matter. Fight is fight, and that's just what it is. So you can't ask me about a fight anybody. It's nobody. I believe in my craft. I believe in myself, and it's not that. It's nobody. I don't feel like I won't fight. I feel like Richardson is just ready to take on all comers.
You see? And I like that. Because at the end of the day, he adding context to what he's saying, man. Look, I feel like it's nobody you can't ask me if I'll fight, because I'll fight them all. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, fighters fight, and that's what it is. You get what I'm saying? Basically, if shit makes sense, it's all about availability. What are your options, right? Not just getting in front of these cameras and these microphones and just having these baseless or empty call-outs that don't really mean nothing just to get the fans talking, right? Be realistic about how you move. And I think that's what he doing. That's what I hear from him. He kind of, you know what I mean, trying to figure it out, you know what I mean? Because you heard him say he don't know much about the business side of things, but he do know that, you know, part of the way he get his fights, or one of the ways, is his guy bringing him options and he picking, right? So it's not so much of him selecting the options as it is them being brought to him based on what he said.
Out of those four, who's the biggest fight for you? Is Devin the biggest fight? No, but who's the biggest?
I think right now, I think Keyshawn Davis is probably the less big fight, because, you know, he's moving up to 140. I don't even think he's a natural 140. I don't think the kid trying to make weight his last fight. And as far as Devin and Tio, them guys is that every boxing fan know him. Any girl, anybody, like, those are the names in boxing. Like, they know. Like, I don't think like Keyshawn Davis has a name like that yet. So I feel like obviously those two would be, you know, more. And as far as Devin Haney, you know, the world already seen Devin battered and beat up. So for me, I know for me, if I got jump on opportunity right there when you got it. But for me, if Devin would have beat Ryan or come off like a big win, and I would have came and did what I had to do, competing against him, that would have made my stock go crazy. I would have been a pound for pound fighter if me doing what I do to him. But I feel like a Devin win would still be like, oh, like, he's washed or he da-da-da. We see him with Ryan Garcia. So I think a Teofimo fight would be big because, Teofimo, even though he lost to George Kambosos, the world will only remember him for his last few performances, and he haven't got beat up in recent years. You know what I'm saying? He haven't really been in no crazy war or been like knocked down. How Devin was getting knocked down and knocked back up, knocked down. Like, so I feel like I'll probably get more credit as far as stocks.
That man said knocked down and knocked back up. I know he ain't mean to say that, but bro said he was getting knocked down and knocked back up, yo.
And there's a big storyline behind me and Tio as far as him saying he haven't really been in no crazy war or been like knocked down.
Like the Chavez was good, Brody. How you feeling? Look,
so
knocked down, knocked back up.
Few performances, and he haven't got beat up in recent years. You know what I'm saying? He haven't really, He haven't been in no crazy war or been like knocked down. How Devin was getting knocked down and knocked back up, knocked down. Like, so I feel like I'll probably get more credit as far as
how you get knocked up. Somebody explain this to me. I watched a lot of boxing, yo. He said he got knocked down and knocked back up. It's just crazy, man.
And there's a big storyline behind me and Tio as far as
815, what it do, homie?
New York, and y'all know I'm a real New York, so.
And you think that fight can actually happen with you two having the same manager? You think Conley would be willing to put both his guys against each other?
He done it before?
With Derevyanchenko and Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah,
So there you go. You do got an example where he put two of his guys in the ring, which is interesting. So, I mean, look, it's just Tio just don't make me feel like he's a guy that want that smoke. He don't really want to fight guys that want to fight him. And so it seemed because, you already had Hitchens talking about fighting. You had Haney talking about fighting. You walked away from that. Like, you just keep tucking tail and turning corners, right? But at some point, the wall's gonna close in, and you're gonna turn down one of them corners. It's gonna be a dark alley, and it's gonna be the wrong kind of fighter waiting for you. So he could buy his time, but I don't know how long he's gonna be able to pull off this magic trick that he doing.
How long do you think you got it 140?
Right now, I don't know. I mean, like I said the other day, I made the weight good. I'm more comfortable with how to deal with the IBF clause, even though I don't want to do that shit. I really feel I have to take the IBF clause, but making 140 ain't like I think it was a smooth weight cut for me. Like, it wasn't like making 140 ain't hard, and I've been saying that. I'm not going to start capping or doing anything out there to mislead the people. Making 140 was not hard for me. It's just the IBF shit. Like, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna drink and eat. I'm gonna wake up the next morning at least 152, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to have to be 149 and 150, that should just be annoying. It's not something that's like. I feel like it takes something out of me. But
What's good with it? 815? What it do, man? He said that should be annoying making that rehydration limit.
Me fighting in fucking New York, like, it was perfect for me because my time, I had to be in the arena by like 9 o'clock, so I had all day the next day. But if I'm fighting somewhere in Vegas where I got to be in the arena a little earlier, it could take something out of you. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened with me, Gustavo Lemos. I had to be headed to the arena around 4:30. I just did the IBF weigh-in like 9:30 in the morning, so it was like I barely had that much time to get any thing back in me. But if it's like somewhere in New York, Puerto Rico, where I got to be in the arena at night, it's more better for me. So I think that's why we trying to get a unification match or to give up the belt right away. You know what I'm saying?
So what's like the restrictions like compare like give the fans an insight to that, because niggas need to know how hard y'all niggas work, bro. Like, give us compared to give us the insight. You can't eat shit or what?
So most fighters, typically we go to camp, you're losing weight, so your body shoots up right away. Your body goes up. Like the minute you drink water, you drink Pedialyte, it sucks up. The IBF belt that I'm fighting for, when most fighters weigh in on Friday morning, they have all the way till Saturday night to get themselves back to 100%. Eat, drink, whatever they need to do to get themselves ready to perform that Saturday. Me with the belt that I have to weigh in on Saturday morning. I can't go past a certain weight, and then I still have to weigh in on fight day. And then after I weigh in on fight day, then I can have that good 6, 7, 8 hour window to eat where I want. And then after that, I have to get ready to perform that night. So every fighter is getting ready and putting everything they need to in their body to perform from Friday morning. I still have to hold on to a certain type of weight till Saturday morning and start doing that. So that still could take something out of the fighter, you know? So that's why I just have an issue with the IBF clause, you know what I'm saying?
And look, I like hearing from the fighters because we always hell-bent and stuck. Oh, you making excuses. Such and such did it. He doing it too, but he also telling you what he got to go through to do it and how annoying it could be. He still got a job to do, but he highlighting, you know, time differences and having to be in the ring earlier, depending on where he fighting at, and then that, you know, leaves him less time to, you know, to replenish and put something back in his body. So that shit is just real. Like, they not Superman. I don't give a damn how we expect them to look, but that is just real. I like the insight. So just that's what he don't like. So I wonder, with that being said, if he's not allowed to pursue, like, or if, you know, it's not on the table for him to pursue unifications, how long do he stick around at 40 and deal with that IBF?
While you have an issue, do you understand it, and do you prefer fighting for that belt because it doesn't allow people to be too big when they're in the ring with versus yourself?
No, I don't like it because we coming to that was never a thing for me. I weigh in, I eat, I feel how I feel. I weigh in, I celebrate, I go out to eat with my family, I sit down, have good dinner, good lunch, good breakfast. Next day, do the same, and I come in the ring and I feel myself. But IBF is like, you know, you gotta still make weight after making weight. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, bro, this shit is dumb.
He said make weight after making weight.
You know, Bill Haney's in the chat, man. He talking about
listen, bro. Black TV, that's possible, bro. It's not out the realm of possibility. Look, it could be a sign that it could be time to go up to 47. Could be. But again, it all depends on, from what I hear with him, it seems like it's up to him and how long he want to make the sacrifice if the fights next for him aren't the unifications, right? If you get what I'm saying, voluntary defense here or there, or whatever the case, but just seem like, you know, it's going to be up to how long he want to deal with it and make a sacrifice, which is how long he'll stay down there, unless he obviously, you know, feel like he can't make the weight no more.
He called you with Najee yesterday to ask him why he ain't answer.
I said, fuck Bill.
There you go, Bill.
Bill Haney don't even be talking to me. If you want to make a fight happen, have a manager. He could go to Eddie. I'm saying I want the fight. They know I want the fight. I'm
gonna send you these screenshots because he certainly called your manager. I'm gonna send you these so you could find out what Keith was up.
I'm gonna let this rock out for a little bit more, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button.
If I could get this Keith.
Why'd you kind of like little bro Tio after the fight? Like on national TV, he was like, yo, fuck Bill Haney, I want to fight Devin. But then after that, you kind of like grabbed Tio around his neck, was like, you next, nigga. Like, you kind of like.
Nah, I ain't say that. I grabbed him out there. I did what Tio was supposed to do in New York.
Yeah. And then you was like, yeah, you next, nigga. But it looked like you like little bro and like, get out of here, nigga. Like, it looked like that, bro. It looked crazy.
Nah, just, you know, that's how you do it. I gotta tell him, this is how I need fight. Yeah, I'm not none of these people that none of these boys is fighting. I'm not. I'm not. They better pray on their best one shot. If we're in there competing, it's not gonna be easy for nobody. It ain't gonna be easy for nobody. And it's not because I fought George Cambosos, I'm hyped up. Like I told George, I'm on a different. I don't give a fuck who you fought. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. I've been telling the whole. I'm gonna beat the fuck out you because I know none of them niggas he's fighting is on my level.
He's
And I'm
going
telling you
in.
the same
I
thing with
love
Teofimo
it.
and Devin. I get in the ring with them. It will be the toughest fight they ever had. Like it won't. I'm telling you, it won't be any of that chess match shit that they're talking about. It's gonna be. I'm gonna come in and dominate.
I love it, yo.
Like
I love it.
won't. I'm telling you, it won't be any of that chess match shit that they're talking about. It's gonna be. I'm gonna come in and dominate.
Hitch ain't beat, y'all. He ain't beat.
Because I know I'm watching them. I grew up in the gym. I'm seeing what's in front of me. They're not on my level. Period. When it comes to boxing, they're not on my level. That's just what it is. And when I get the opportunity, I'm gonna promote the fight. I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna back it up. And the world gonna say that nigga knew something. We did it. That's it.
I love it. I love it.
Of your jab,
hey man, I love it, man. I love that talk, bro. I love it, man. I love it. Hitch is like, man, look, I'm betting on me. But like I said, just as the days go and the weeks and months or whatever, I love to see what his options gonna be next. Because realistically, he should have a number of them. You know what I'm saying? Being a champion at 40.
Just he said, you know, you was the better man, but it was more about the jab. Can you, I guess, speak to that?
Man, he could say it was a job. I was hitting him with uppercuts, right hands, body shots.
Sure was.
Up and down with the stick. It wasn't just a jab. But my accuracy that fight was.
Yeah.
I was like 8 out of 10. I probably barely missed every time I.
His accuracy was crazy.
It wasn't just a jab, but
Trey was good with
like
a fan.
If the world want to just go out there and believe like it's just a jab, all his guys a jab, he jabs. Let them believe that. They just gotta do their homework. They gotta be in the gym and watching me spar. Because I can do a lot. My bag is very versatile.
Carl was good with
I'm a full, well-rounded fighter. I train every day to perfect my craft. So Cambosis, I play him so much, he probably don't even know what else that he was getting with. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Damn. But he was tough. I give him respect.
He said Cambosis probably know what he was getting hit with.
Boxing, you know, I'm really good at boxing. And it's
Facts,
gonna take a special fighter to be in the ring with me and make me feel like I seen something different. I feel like I seen a whole lot of shit in my experience and the people I've been in the ring with. So
making 140 isn't an issue, and I only ask because obviously Sabril's going to be fighting Puello. That's a turkey fight. It's a 140-pound fight. They might look to you
Drill.
to
Joseph
be the next
good,
unification for those two belts. And, you know, so I'm just making sure you still good with the weight.
Yeah, 140 is not hard to make, but obviously I don't want to be at 140 for too long. You know what I'm saying? I've been at 140 for some time. I do want to make weight, you know, just like, you know, it feels good when you make weight and you could eat how you want in camp or whatever. Like, you know, like it's for every fighter wants to do that. So 140.
No evidence. What up?
I start losing weight 2-3 weeks before the fight. It's not like that, but I still make 140, and yeah, I do want to go to 147. I have options right now. If I want to go up to 147 and get a big fight up there, I can. If I want to make unification, I can. I have options. So, yeah, it really don't matter.
I made a few polls on a couple of different platforms and asked different questions pertaining to the fight. One about will the weight matter? Do you think the weight would matter? Having to fight him at 47 versus having to fight at 40. Does Devin have an advantage being there before you? And, you know, having weighed 165 in the fight with Regis, is he the naturally bigger man, or do you think you're the naturally bigger man?
I don't know. I seen him when he jumped in the ring for Jose Ramirez. He didn't seem that big. I was right ringside watching me. I didn't look at him like, oh, this is like a big ass. And he's not a puncher like that. So it don't, like, his size wouldn't matter. Punch. So he's not like a devastating knockout power puncher. Like, you know, so I don't think like him being a bigger man gonna matter. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel you have more power because you have like 40% and he got like 49 or 46% knockout ratio, but he got more fights than you and you got less fights. So do you feel you have more power?
I just feel I'm a better fighter. I don't matter about power. I feel I'm a better fighter.
Talk to him, Hitchens. The hell with that power, man. I'm better than him. You get me? Like the like button, y'all.
You're starting to make it seem that way. Like you really do separate yourself from your opponents. It started with the Juan Bowser fight, the Cepeda fight, the Bottle fight, and this fight. You know, obviously the Lamons fight, you held a little more than what people wanted. But outside of that, you really showed levels not having this knockout power. Is it about accuracy more than power?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just my timing.
Yes, timing, accuracy.
My accuracy is
punch placement.
Very precise.
Yes.
Curry says your grooming routine covered.
Timing,
great products at an honest
accuracy, and punch placement, bro. Spot on.
Does that disrupt your opponent to the point where they are reluctant to come in? Because if it ain't hurting them, why they scared to come in? And I'm not saying it's not hurting. I'm not saying it's not
hurting. I can't even tell you what an opponent is feeling when I'm touching them, but I just know, like, it's me landing. The reason I'm so accurate because it's my timing. So they're feeling something. They're seeing something. They're not
Tim's what it do.
And just come in. And every guy
shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
I've heard. George Kambosos is the first guy I already said I'm gonna go in there and hunt him down. But every guy I've done touch, I've heard it. I don't. It's barely maybe a very few fighters I've done been in the ring with, and I really didn't hurt them. But most of the guys I touch, they get hurt. So I got something.
It's that Mayweather pop, man. Everybody said Mayweather ain't have power, but ain't nobody walked that nigga down. That's that Mayweather pop this nigga got, man. Rich from the outside looking in. Outside looking in, man. I don't know how quick the turnaround could be, but you, Devin Haney, on Netflix, September 13th, for the millions of the world to see, your talent on display, bro, that's huge, bro. Bro,
yeah.
Netflix, bro, not Tio. You and Devin Haney on Netflix, bro. That's huge.
So you saying the Canelo Crawford undercard?
Yeah,
yeah. That's what it's about. It's about going out there, promoting boxing to the boxing fans. You know, show us just playing our talent on an even playing field. You know, no cheating, no steroids, no funny hand wraps. Everybody being on even.
Shout out to you, Rick. I see you.
Two guys going out there and competing and seeing who's the best at what they do. And I feel like if it's like that, I feel like just with the guys we naming, I just feel like I'm better than them. So it really don't matter. I don't like. And then the crazy thing, like, I just feel like we've been in the ring with each other. So it's like they know, but they believe in themselves, and that's what's fun. Like, I love a nigga that believe in themselves, because I believe in myself. So you feel me?
You said that's what's
fun.
fun.
They believe in themselves.
Bro, but you making it sound like you always got the better of them, because you like, they believe in themselves. That's what's fun.
No, because they boxed me back then, which he got better, but I'm not the same fighter that he boxed in 2019. And I was getting, but you could still tell at that time I was the better fighter. You get what I'm saying? You could still tell I was but you watch us at that time. If you watch me in Devin box, if you look like, this is Devin Haney, but who the fuck is that guy? Who's that? Like, my talent would speak for it. Like, you look at it like, who's that guy? I mean, it is what I'm an established name in the boxing world. So it's not like I'm just talking some bullshit. Like, I always had the talent. I wasn't having the opportunity and the platform to show it.
That's a fact.
And Tio and all these guys were showing it. But
that's a fact. Yeah, I plan on it, boys. Be fine. I plan on
you're
it.
Okay with this fight being on the undercard of a Turkey a la Sheik card, because you reposted it was potentially you and Devin. I know you said you were just playing, but it still said you would be the undercard, so you have no issues being an undercard fighter, right?
I mean, if that's what it have to be for the money to get put down, that's what it got to be. I mean, that would be a big fight, main event, shit like that. That's definitely a lit fight, but I guess, I mean, you never know with Turkey. It's still a lot of big fights.
Around maybe 7:15 or something like that. Around 7:15 every Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m. Sunny Side Gym. Let's go. I'm a 50-year-old running full court with those 20 to 35-year-olds. Let's go. Aging gracefully, a major blessing. Big shout out to Rick Timms, the homie, man. And get that workout in, man. Get that workout in, homie.
You know, he's looking to make, and I think that when my name in the mix now, it's a big fight. I feel like even Devin Steele was supposed to be a main event. Like that's like main event type of fights. I really want to see that on the undercard, but if it is what it is, it's what it is.
All right, my last one. I'm Turkey.
And Joe said, "Tell Keith to pick up the phone." Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, before you got in here, Joe, he did say something about showing them the messages or something that to show him that he actually did call and reach out to his manager. So maybe he didn't get through to him or whatever. But look, man, Bill always been on it like that. It's nothing new. But I don't think Hitchens would be unwilling to fight him though. I think it's just for him. It's a matter of what his options are, you know, what the most realistic options are, should I say. You know what I mean? That's all. Because it'll be a good fight to me. I will watch it. You know, early for this Brian Orange. Yeah, man. Will he face Dev next? Whew. Dev is going to be interesting to see who he fight next.
Hitchens, amazing performance. I want to give you a 3-fight deal. What's the 3 fights you want in the order you want them?
I can't even think of that right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't.
You just said T.O. bigger than Haney, so you want T.O. first. You said everybody know T.O. and Haney, so T.O. is the one you want first.
Well, I never thought with T.O. first. I think T.O. fight would give me more recognition. You know, boxing was trying to take nothing away from him because he didn't get battered and beat up. Nobody see him get dropped, get up, drop, get up, drop. But I think I went first.
Hey, yo, you doing that on purpose because Bill in the chat?
No, I don't really what happened, bro.
You keep saying battered and drop, get up. You know he cheated.
Earlier, he said he got knocked down, knocked up. I'm like, yo, what? Knocked down, knocked up is crazy.
He cheated.
Wait. So you don't think that had nothing to do with it?
Bro, if you saying he cheated, that's why it happened. That's why it happened. I guess he cheated.
No, I want your opinion because you laughing eating Cheetos now. It seems like I'm tripping.
Bro, cheating is cheating. We do not allow that. He's undefeated world champion, chasing greatness, Money Mayweather. The best thing since sliced bread. Yes, that's what it is. When I fight him, that's what the world needs to know. We don't need to know nothing about REYNOSO cheated. And what I'm about to do, I'm doing it the fair way. Me and Devin will be competing. Him, it will be the honest, the fair way,
crazy,
the Brooklyn way. You know what I'm saying? We don't see over there.
This is wild, yeah.
For sure.
So yeah. So what was the last question you asked me?
What Tone seems to think it wasn't the Oscar.
Yeah, I don't think he's saying he won't fight him. But if you listen to what he's saying, you might disagree. That's the thing. I don't think he's talking crazy. I just think he's giving his opinion. He's saying because the world just seen what happened to Devin, and think about it. His most recent fight, they complained about it. T.O. ain't get beat up in a little bit. He ain't take an L in a while. That Cambosis L was a weight class and some years ago, right? So he because he had a good showing and he didn't get beat up in recent. You get me? You know how the fans look at it. I don't think he tripping for saying that. But also like how he said when it's time for him to fight him, all he need to know is that this is one of the best fighters. You know, he said, Mayweather, he made a little joke, but I like that though, because you build your opponent up, don't tear him down. So he wants y'all to separate what he feel like he gonna do from what Ryan cheating ass did. But it always sound good. I like to see it,
They just came into the ring with the wrong game plan. Do you feel the game plan was off? And what from that fight can you take?
Because you know what, Damon, in short, bro, when I seen Devin Haney mention, he doing all this over a female, and then they started mentioning female this, female that. Whenever that's involved, bro, all bets is off, Damon. You know how that go. And they young. This is all, you get me. I ain't saying this right, but they young. Female involved, oh yeah, it's gonna be F you. It's gonna be I'm on TV too. And I just stopped somebody that you fought and didn't stop. Yeah, it's gonna be F you. You know what I mean? F you, F Bill. But I wish he didn't do it like that. You know what I mean? It should have been FTO.
And use to your advantage if you fight Devin Haney.
I'm going mad left hooks. Bare left hooks. Coming in just left fucking crazy. I know it's going to hit him.
What do you think about the article? Was that Ring Magazine that wrote the or
Bro,
Boxing Scene? One of them.
Bro said
Fucking crazy.
he said he's gonna come in with left hooks crazy.
And use to your
That thing was
advantage
good,
if you
homie.
fight Devin Haney.
I'm throwing mad left hooks. Bare left hooks. Coming in just left fucking crazy. I know it's going to hit him.
What do you think about the article? Was that Ring Magazine that wrote the or Boxing Scene? One of them wrote the article that you kind of like.
I'm talking to
you did boring boxing, like you didn't. Like you know they got
go to boring
Yo,
boxing.
he dumb, bro. He dumb.
Antidote to the Devin Haney rule.
You Haney go shut him up.
This dude loves on that.
Bro said he just gonna spam left hooks. He said, I know they're gonna land. He just talking shit though. But look, it's a good fight if they can make it. The only thing is the weight separation. Devin Haney about to establish himself at 47. It could be better fights for him to make at 47, right? Who knows? But I don't know. I think that'd be the biggest issue, right? If Richardson Hitchens is ready to go up now. And it don't sound like he is, because he said it ain't hard to make 140. He can make it, so I don't see him going nowhere just yet.
You're calling it bro. Man, I ain't said that I got hit so much in the fight. I'm about to fight. I don't think I got hit. And his son got hit in both fights more than me than I got hit.
Yeah, he did.
We didn't even get to make it to 12 round.
He did.
So I didn't even get to even give him the space to even hit me as much as he hit Devin. And I know a fact he didn't hit me as much as Devin got hit in the fight. But, you know, Bill was like, butt hurt. He was leaving the arena. He like, fuck. He just performed like that. He had to say something. You know, Bill is good at controlling the narrative. I like Bill.
But the crowd? Did you see him in the crowd? Hey,
I told him Devin could get it next. I told him in the press conference, I'm taking this whole shit over. My black ass is hungry.
Me too, bro.
I want this whole shit. Like, they got to see me. Like, Cole, I'm gonna go to this phone. You want to send me them screenshots? I'm on the way right now to call Keith. I want the fight. Like, I want the fight. Like,
hey, man. Hey, he said he wanted.
He's food.
What's your thoughts on the fight?
That nigga in Tokyo, he better get in the gym right now. Fact. He better get in the gym right now. I'm coming.
You calling him fool, right? So, like, he's also
kind of
side negotiating with Brian Norman Jr. Do you think he can win that fight, or is he barking up the wrong tree?
You're Brian Norman Jr.?
No, is Devin... Could Devin win that fight? Asking for a fight with Brian Norman Jr.?
Devin beat him.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Said Devin to beat Brian Norman.
But you ain't see his left hook in the last fight versus Sheeraz? He was hooking with a hook.
Yeah, but that's not Devin Haney, though. Devin Haney ain't gonna sit there for that.
Nah, he not.
Casino app. It's got something for everyone.
He damn sure not. I'm gonna play a little bit more of that, y'all. Then we're just gonna keep cooking for a minute.
I don't think that's the tools to get to Devin.
Really?
Yeah.
Howard says, is it true that Shakur not fighting at 18 because it was the last minute? So they saying they fighting the regular ring. Howard Shakur accepted the 18 by 18 ring. So if it's not that no more, it's not gonna be because of him, because he accepted it. It was Sheeraz, and shout out to LW. It was Sheeraz and Puello that rejected the what's up, baby? That rejected the 18 by 18 ring. So if it's not that, it would be no fault to Shakur. Kevin was good with it, fam.
Yeah. I would want that fight at 147.
The Brian Norman Jr. fight.
Yeah, I would want that. I would see that fight.
Damn, man, 140.
I'm not a big 140. Huh?
At 147, you'll fight Brian Norman Jr.?
You want that?
Yeah. I'll fight him or Barrios. Fact. At 147. Swear to God, my life I'll fight them.
Do you think Barrios is going to
win?
Barrios
or Norman?
Brian Norman is dangerous, though. Brian Norman is dangerous, but I just feel like Devin can beat him. Like, he is dangerous. Obviously, got the punching power, but I feel like I don't think he's skillful like Devin Haney.
He giving Devin Haney his credit. He just feel like he can beat him, but he like, bro, he's skillful. He say he can beat Brian Norman. I'm gonna tell you right now, with those questions that still looms over Devin Haney in terms of if he's back, if he's going to get all the way back to himself. Fighting Brian Norman, a natural welterweight, is not going to be an easy feat. That's going to be a really, really tough fight, bro. That's going to be a really tough fight if we just being honest. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Do not forget, support the ground. Y'all blowing, what he say? I blowing the ring size proportion. I'm around that kid a lot. It truly don't matter for real. I've been trying to tell him, but I try to live through you, you know. So excited to fight him while you don't have an injury, Gary. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't answer for him, but I think he's just having a conversation. For me, Aisha, I'll revisit that once Gary get that fight out the way. And he could, you know what I'm saying? Then when they ask him and he ain't got no fight lined up, let's see what his energy be then. Because I like the fact that it'll be no excuse other than that's a good fight. And I'll fight him. So I just want to see when that's the situation, is that what he going to do? Because he did say he going to go to his manager or call him about Devin Haney. So you assume he could at least ask about any of these guys if he want to fight him. It's just a matter of what they want to do first, I think.
Bill really in the chat on some call Keith.
And I don't give a damn what you say. Somebody beat you 4 times in the amateurs, bro. You know, gonna be on your mind.
Well, I feel like I don't think he's skillful like Devin Haney.
Bill out of control. Bill really in the chat on some call Keith now. Bill on control mode, man.
Yo, Bill don't gotta worry you. I want it just as bad as he do. I don't know why. You don't have to personally do none of that. I will call. We want it. What you think? We don't want it? We hungry over here. We want it. Yes. We want it. We want the fight. Like, you don't gotta keep none of that. We want it. See how you want it, nigga? I know you want it. We want it too. And Devin definitely need a big fight. Cause he definitely need a big fight. For a fact.
On Netflix. Turkey.
Whatever.
You need that
on
Netflix.
I'm out what is on Netflix. Don't matter what the fuck. Saudi, Times Square, whatever the fuck they want to put that shit on.
Well, those are all my questions, champ. You got anything for him, Sean, before we wrap it up?
No, ain't on, man. Keep cooking, bro. Keep cooking.
Shout out to Ness in the Boxing Voice, man. That was a good interview, man. Hitchens, he said a lot there, man. He revealed a lot of information there, you know. Said why he left Mayweather Promotions. You get me? Said why he slipped up off of there. Said what happened, and, you know. He explained his different beefs with these fighters and stuff, and said a lot of this stuff was always boxing related, nothing real personal, nothing too heavy, nothing too crazy. So I just want to see him keep moving forward. I know we all got our picks in terms of how we want to see these fights materialize, but I think like these dudes just don't be in full control. But I think it sounded like he chasing a fight that could be big. You know what I'm saying? So nah, hell no, Carl, not even close. Yeah, we won it. He won it. We all won it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I hope he do go call his manager about that fight and try to get one going, man. Look, it's a good fight, bro. And again, only reason why I'm not so much tripping on Gary, because I know he got a fight lined up already, whereas Devin don't, and it could be a meaningful fight for a guy like Hitchens if he can get it, you know. So I'm not tripping in terms of like who people pick to fight next, as long as it's deemed a challenge, right, or a respectable opponent, right? Not like you out here actively seeking out trash, right? In this situation with the Devin Haney thing, his father is so adamant, like, and he's so, you know, on it that it makes you respond. So, yeah, I had played it yesterday, Joe. I had played it yesterday, so that lean towards Hitchens. I think he's more sturdy. Yeah, man. Less punishment. He got less questions to answer than the Devin Haney, but you know, could he just move up to 47 and get it done? And I don't think that would be a big issue for him. I don't. Fake an injury, call it off, Howard. Yeah, but you know what? As far as the ring not being 18 by 18, it's not because of Shakur. So you can't be mad at that. And I don't know why people feel like he needs some type of super big ring to win a fight. If you feel like he needs a super big ring to win a fight, you clearly don't watch him, or you don't like him when you watch him, so you don't really pay attention to what you watch. You get me? But he ain't never been no guy that run. I'm tired of saying it. Just go watch any of the fights. Don't keep talking about Edwin De Los Santos. That's dead. If he was a runner, you wouldn't have to keep going back a couple fights ago. You would just be able to say, yo, he ran in the Artem fight, and he literally had Artem on record admitting to running from him. He had him on record admitting to this. Then the next guy after that gets stopped. What are we talking about? Why we keep talking about one fight? What about the other 22? I'm tired of hearing De Los Santos. Fuck him. He ain't did shit since then. Nothing. And I know he missed his opportunity, and I respect him, but I'm tired of hearing about him. He couldn't beat a Shakur Stevenson that shouldn't even been in the ring. Can we stop bringing that up? That man landed 40 punches in 36 minutes, 12 rounds. He didn't do shit. He was completely healthy for the fight. He said he was good. He was talking all that shit in the press conference. Don't run. You can't punch. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. Then you get into the fight, and you expected him to stand still, and he backed you down. If you were a real one and you actually watched that fight, you will see that he was backing him down too, and he wasn't taking chances. He bluffed his ass. He was sick, injured, all types of shit. You seen the damn top rank exec come out and tell y'all everything that was wrong with Core. He shouldn't even been in there. I don't know why we keep talking about that. Show me, for all the people that's keep yelling De Los Santos, show me a time your favorite fighter went in a fight under them conditions with a guy that's that dangerous. Show me. Your favorite fighter wouldn't even got in there. That shit would have been called off. You better believe it. You got a fighter throwing up, sick as hell in between training camp. They trying to stop it, and he pushing through it. He know he injured and all that, and he's still pushing through. They giving him more than one out to pull out, and he's still pushing through. We got to start having respect for the D. He not a Superman. He got hit 40 times being sick. Show me your favorite fighter ever doing that in any fight at 100%. He did better in that fight at whatever percentage he was at than some of y'all favorite fighters at 100. And that's a fact. That less of himself. 40 punches. Think about that. Count the punches per round. He shouldn't even been in there. And De Los Santos was healthy. He ain't have no excuse. He said he couldn't punch. And then he got in there and acted like he was worried about something. Then when they asked him, why didn't you take more chances? He said, I didn't want to get hit with something. You can't make this shit up. Either you got punching power or you don't. Fact of the matter is, there's no scenario where De Los Santos beat Shakur. Get it out your mind. You're lucky he wasn't 100% because he would have cooked him even more, and I'm almost certain of it. He beat him like that and definitely wasn't even throwing his left hand. How the hell you beat a guy with one hand like that sick? And you're 100%. That's your title shot. You telling me the only thing you did was land 40 punches because you expected me to stand there? Newsflash, Shakur Stevenson ain't no goddamn El Rayo. He got defense. You're going to have to work for that. El Rayo got reckless and got knocked out. Shakur ain't that kind of fighter. Too fucking smart for that. De Los Santos, all the fans that keep screaming his name, tell him to do something. Tell him to do something first. Go beat somebody. Ain't nobody losing to no goddamn William Foster beating Shakur Stevenson. Get it out of your mind. That shit is levels, man. Yeah, he put up a good fight against a sick opponent that shouldn't have been there. Get that out. I'm not going to keep giving him so much credit for that and taking credit from the guy that won. How we keep complaining about the dude that won when you had the guy, no smoke for the guy that's 100% talking shit that can punch. He's so strong. Ain't his name El Grenade or something like that in Spanish? Where was them grenades at fight night? He ain't do shit. He got out there and didn't do nothing. And I'm tired of people like looking at one side. Yeah, you could critique, but he won. That dude ain't do shit. And he said he was going to do X, Y, and Z and ain't do none of it. None of it. He bluffed this man. He was backing him down. He had this dude not knowing what to do with a dude that wasn't even firing his left hand. Can't make this shit up. Show me your favorite fighter winning a fight like that. From 1 to 12. 1 to 12. Not hurting your hand late. Not in the last, not using it for the last round. I'm talking about the whole fight. The whole fight. He shouldn't have been there. The hell with De Los Santos. He gets no more credit for surviving Shakur Stevenson. And when I say surviving Shakur Stevenson, yeah, he didn't get embarrassed like the rest of them, but you see what Core be on. Both fights after that, dudes got their asses whooped. Artem got beat down. He barely won a round. And the same thing with Padley. And he got stopped. That's what he on. No running around the ring because he was on point. Both of them fights, he beat both their asses. We got to stop, man. De Los Santos got to prove something. He ain't proved that he can beat nobody on that level. Nobody losing to no. I ain't worried about him. You lose to William Foster, you ain't beating Shakur. Respectfully, bro. That's not enough. That shit ain't enough. So shout out to Edwin for surviving a sick fighter, an injured fighter. That shit ain't impressive. Getting hit 40 times in 36 minutes is what's impressive. That shit is impressive. When you shouldn't even be in there. Bluffing, making a man. The dude couldn't even figure out that you had a hurt fighter in front of you and you just sat there. You just sat there. Ain't do nothing, bro. He just got beat up. He just got outpointed, should I say. He didn't get beat up. He got outpointed. Simple and plain. He just sat there and ain't do shit. Nah, man. Get that out. Get him out of here. Pack Edwin up until he do something. And I respect him because he really wanted that Keyshawn fight so much that he split from his guy, his people. But at the end of the day, man, beat somebody. We keep giving him credit for losing to a hampered fighter. Call it what it is, bro. I heard the condition that dude was in. I'm not making no excuses for him. Your favorite fighter, whoever it is, he or she, more than likely, I'm willing to bet money. If they was in under the same conditions he was, they wouldn't have gotten to the fight. They would have called that shit off. Dudes wouldn't have gotten to no fight with no De Los Santos under them conditions. I guarantee you they wouldn't have. That dude proved a point, man. And if you can't beat him like that, y'all better hope he hurt his hand in the first round and can't throw it. Because that's what y'all praying on. That kid be beating people so convincingly that right now, to this day, people are praying that he got some type of hand issues in his Zepeda fight so it don't go his way. Man, that shit ain't gonna matter. He just hurt his hands in the last fight. People hate so much. They didn't even realize he bit down, switched orthodox, and got a stoppage. What with the hurt hands? Zepeda gonna be in trouble regardless. If y'all sitting around banking on injuries, then you already in trouble. He better bring a real good game plan. That's all I'm saying. Because Shakur Stevenson, and I'm a vouch for it, is a very intelligent fighter, bro. That's what it's all about, man. You smart with that kind of talent, and you believe in yourself. He's a hard guy to beat. And Zepeda gonna find out July 12th. I'm not backing on what I'm saying. I'm not about to slow walk it. That dude's special. You better wake up, man. Telling you, it's not a lot of people that's gonna be able to beat him when it's all said and done. And I bet I'll take this to the bank. I ain't changing what I said. It's gonna have to, something drastic gonna have to happen. I'm telling you, because skill for skill, Zepeda don't have it. His best chance is to overwhelm him, like he said, try to tire him out and land a shot or beat him with accumulation. That's his best shot. We talking about skill and talent, man. He in for a fight. Shit ain't going. Tevin Farmer gave you what you wanted. Shakur is known for not giving you what you want. And y'all can get your excuses ready already. If I'm wrong, I'll be up here to cry with y'all. I always say that. But y'all get y'all excuses ready now, because he about to get cooked. But y'all was trying to frame this man out to be a runner. He accepted the 18 by 18, and these other tough guys didn't. You see what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding. Now, I hope he cooked this dude. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like I'm throwing punches. I'm telling you, all the flack that he get just for being a world-class fighter is crazy to me. I'm telling you, I'm standing on it. We get that dude way too much flack for winning a fight that he shouldn't even took. To be honest, because he really believed in himself, he said, I win on an off night. The man knew it. He told his people, watch me go get a win on an off night. You get what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up, bro. Can't make this shit up. That's not special. You really missing it. Every just because you're not a knockout artist don't mean you special. When you got a plus-minus ratio up there with the likes of Floyd Mayweather and Lomachenko, I think you are fucking special. That speaks volumes. You get what I'm saying? I hope he cooked this dude. They've been avoiding this fight. He could have been took this fight, but he detoured out. He wanted to get prepared for Shakur with Zepeda, and that shit didn't even work out for him. He had that kind of tough time. Respected Tevin Farmer, but he struggled like that. Man, Core about to cook him, I think, or just beat him. He just outclass him. Whatever he need to do to win, that's what he gonna do. So get your excuses ready. I ain't trying to hear none of it. If he lose and pay to get all his credit, I'm not making no excuse for nothing. But I don't think I got to, man. He know what's at stake. when he get fights like this that matter, he always show out. If you really watch the career, he always show out. So this ain't going. This is something that he wanted, and he gonna fight like it. That's what I believe. As long as he in there and there's nothing, you know, that unforeseen that's going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, that man getting there. From what I understand, his training camp going well. He putting in that work. That's all he got to do. The rest to take care of himself. He don't got to worry about no running rule because he don't do that shit. He just go out there and win. Shout out to the Queen Shay. How you feeling, Queen? You know what I mean? Yeah, hell was a pater. You know what I'm saying? Cook his ass, bro. Cook his ass. And I know it's gonna be some drug testing, so don't try no funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't try no funny shit. And the only reason I'm saying that, and I'm saying it confidently, because we just seen Jaime Munguia. He throw all them damn punches. You heard Gabe Rosado say he was hitting this dude with body shots, and he'll hear him make a sound, and then he'll just rip a 5-punch combination. You hear Zepeda. I'm tired of hearing about this 80 to 100 punches around. He better be straight. Everything better be on the up and up. I'm telling you. You already probably can't get the size ring that you're looking for help, man. Cut the ring off, bro. Because he's not about to stand there and slug it out. And don't mess around and don't be what they sold you as, and he figured that out early, because you really gonna get cooked. You better hope he feel like you got some type of power. I'm telling you, that's your best shot of not getting completely embarrassed. I'm telling you, once he gauge what he working with, he gonna adjust accordingly, and the ass whooping is gonna commence. That's how he work. I'm telling you, a healthy Shakur is a dangerous Shakur. I know. And hurt hands and all, still get it done. Melvin, what's good with that? This fight should be a super fight for Shakur. It should be, yo. It should be. I really hope he have a breakout performance so people could just shut up. And again, I truly believe he got the kind of talent that he needs the right test. He need the right kind of person in front of him. You get what I'm saying? And it should be nothing to complain about. This dude come in here and he throw all these punches with everybody else. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do the same shit. But I just think it's levels. And I think when he realized the level that he in front of, he gonna have to make a plan B. So I'm gonna say this early. I wonder what his plan B like, because I ain't never seen him with a plan B. Y'all ever seen Williams and Pay to fight to a plan B? You ever seen it? You ever seen it? Or do he just go in there with mad volume and just throw punches everywhere? Ah, man, that's reckless, bro. I don't think that a reckless approach. I think you can challenge Shakur. I think you can test him for sure, but I don't think that beats him. It's not enough IQ coming from over there to me. It's physical. He win his fights physically. Not you ever seen Williams and Pay to get in the ring and like outsmart a guy and it's like tit for tat. That's not how he fight. He got to get in there and go overwhelm you and beat you up. And if he's not doing that, then what's gonna happen? That's what I want to know. So I want to know what his plan B gonna look like, because he's gonna have to go to that probably sooner than he want to. I'm telling you, what's your plan B like? Because we all know you want to throw 1,000 punches a fight. We all know that. And he know that too. And I'm telling you, talking about one of the best guys at controlling distance and range, some of the best eyes in the sport. You got your work cut out for you, buddy. It's Pay to plan ball. Plan ball 8 called it 8 ball. He said plan B called it 8 ball. Oh man, it's gonna look like Floyd versus Ricky Hatton. I hope so, bro. Listen, just tit for tat, skill for skill. I don't think they close, but Zepeda, behind the hand sent me a video and I noticed something. He looks really strong and confident in his right hand, but that left looked like it ain't hitting on shit. And I ain't one to say guys can't punch, but it was a big difference in the clip. Like whenever he shot the right hand, he looked vicious with it, but then he hit the left, and it was like, I don't know, man. You could be in trouble, bro. You're a two-handed fighter, but you're dominant really with one hand. And it's like that left hand be sort of a decoy, some shit like that. So it's like, I don't know. If we able to pick that up at home, I know them coaches that he working with gonna figure that out. I know they're gonna figure it out. Who disrespected Haney like this, bro? Who sent this to me, man? Y'all disrespectful, man. Disrespectful, man. I hope Haney kicks somebody's ass when he get back. That's why I say the power ain't like that. Yeah. Shakur can beat this dude blindfolded. I'm telling you, I just hope he cook him. Ray B was good with it. Y'all always disrespecting Dave. Listen, I'm still rocking with him. He calling for the smoke, whether people think he ready for it or not. I like it. He throwing his name in the hat with the right fights. You know, T.O., like, think about something, y'all. You got to respect a guy in Devin Haney. All these jokes, pillow-fisted, chinny, he broken, he'll never be the same, can't block a left hook. All of that shit, he ran in his last fight. He didn't look good. He looked like a broken fighter. All of that shit that people are saying. And guess what, y'all? Teofimo still ain't say yeah. He still ain't say yeah to the fight. That got to mean something. This dude prancing around here talking about the two-time lineal and Ring Magazine and all this shit. He out here clout chasing our fighters. Whole time you got Devin Haney, who went through hell with Ryan and got cheated, and Teofimo still don't want to fight him. But people are clowning Devin. I don't get it. I'm so serious. Like, I don't get it no more. The joke is over. 420 been happened. It's over with. He won a whole nother fight since then. Like, why we still stuck on that? Ryan Garcia is a cheating guy. Somewhere, and I'm not making fun of it, but he's somewhere claiming depression because Rolly Romero beat him up, and think we don't see the pattern, man. I'm good on him, man, for a little while, man. He got to show me something. He's an idiot. So you get me. I don't know where the disdain coming in for Haney. What he doing wrong? So he came back. He might didn't look all the way himself, but he took the fight. He won it. He didn't blow the bag. Ryan did, and then he started calling out who? The racist guy that everybody say they don't like, T.O. How we still mad at Haney? He trying to do us a favor by get T.O. out of here. I think we looking at it wrong, bro. I think it's time to salute Haney a couple times, bro. He about to beat T.O. I don't know. I'm not mad at him. Yeah, I mean, if T.O. would take the fight, I think he could beat him. I really do. So look, despite whatever people feel about him, what he, physically, man, T.O. still don't want to fight him. That shit speak volumes, man. That shit say something. You get me? Think about it. And he's get offered good money. He said it out his own mouth. So he had no real reason not to take the fight. He said they was trying to rush it. How are they trying to rush it? He said the reason why, he didn't say yeah because was the Boots fight ever a real thing? Team Slot was good with it. He just made excuses, bro. As damaged as he is, that he should be jumping. He should be on the first thing smoking. That's Devin Haney. He should be jumping for joy. Like, bro, that's the guy you about to give me? All he did was run his last fight. I keep saying it. Why is he not confident he could beat the kid? I will never understand that. Yeah, I will never. T.O., you bogus. T.O. so bogus, y'all. Shout out to Punch Drunk, because he calling it out. He said it. T.O. ain't got no reason not to take this fight. He said, yo, you can't. He said, yo, he went to bat for you all these years. He got blocked for credentials, going to bat, telling people like you deserve more money. And then now they give you an opportunity to make more money and you don't take it. He like, yo, you bugging. Your own man said you wild. That's how I know I ain't tripping. T.O., you bogus. You ain't got no reason not to take that fight. You stop talking about all them fighters that you be talking about because you don't want to fight none of them dudes, bro. None. Shout out to D for the win. Yeah, them sound effects was wicked, wasn't they? Cut creator was good. I think he know the truth too, bro. William Old School, my brother. How you feeling, man? So I don't believe it to this day that Teal will actually fight a black fighter, especially the premier black fighter. I'm starting to feel like that too, Cal. Like if he don't take this fight, he don't got no reason not to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Teal is a he moving like a little, you know what I mean? He moving funny. So all I'm gonna say, I'm gonna try to keep it respectful. Teal got to tighten up, bro. You can't complain for years about opportunities and then continue to turn them down, bro. Shit don't make a whole lot of sense, B. You tripping out. Oh, shout out to my homie Cal. He said, breaking news, ESPN are in early talks to potentially have PBC on their network. That's dope. PBC on ESPN would be crazy. We're going to have to talk about that in another live, man. Cal, that shout out to Cal Cooler, man. PBC on ESPN would be crazy. I ain't even going to lie to you. I wonder what that means for Top Rank, though. I wonder what that means for Top Rank, but that's crazy. That's crazy, Kyle. PBC on ESPN is something I never thought about that I'll see. Man, saying, hey, your value. Oh, shit. It'll be a high-paced fight no matter what Stevenson does. This fight in July 12 will be the highest punch-out push Shakur ever has. It paid those 100 punches around. You can't be slow. Slow and Shakur Stevenson don't even go in the same sentence, but you got to keep this in mind, bro. Yeah, we gonna talk about that, bro. I ain't gonna forget. I'm gonna try to patch that in the next live, but I want y'all to all wake up with me at 4 o'clock when we call this fight. Y'all better wake up with me too, or we gonna fight. Everybody in the chat, I'm giving out feeds to the chat. If y'all don't wake up, Aisha, you up? Where the queens at? Y'all getting up? Hey man, chat. Y'all got y'all coffee for 4 o'clock? Just gotta get y'all coffee, man. I don't really want to hear too much, back and forth. I used to like, yeah, whatever. I'll be up at 7. Know what you talking about? You on your own with that 4. Told you about that 4 o'clock. Nah, I feel y'all though. 4 o'clock is very early. Might make it 4:30. Nah, we gonna make it happen, y'all. We gonna make it happen. He said, I got my edible. Hey, you on your own 4 o'clock. You gonna be staring at I'm gonna be staring at the logo, y'all. But yeah, man, we up. We just gonna be some fight junkies, bro. We're gonna try to get up and make it happen, man. We are maybe even 6, as you said. If I'm lucky, maybe 6. I got you. That's fair enough. Fair enough. We gonna be here. Nah, we gonna have some fun though. I want to see the fight. I'm really rooting for Brian Norman. That's all it is. He worth getting up for. I don't care what time he fight. I don't care what day it is. I'm getting up. I'm rocking with him. He a traveling champion, and he definitely needs the support of the people. We all should be up watching that. We can't be in Japan, but we could definitely be up early enough to watch him fight. And if you just so happen to only get up at 7, it's all good, because I think he'll be in the ring around 7:15, something to that effect. So you won't miss him at the end of the day. Because that's really why I'm getting up. I can't even lie to you. I'm getting up for B Norm. That's just what that's for. You know what I mean? Tia has never been good against pure boxers. Nope. So I knew he won't fight Haney. And I think you're right, bro. I just think he understands that certain styles just put him at a disadvantage and don't allow him the luxury to look good. You get what I'm saying? So I'm rocking with B Norman. I truly hope he punch out. I mean, listen, I want to send Saki, make it back home, bro. But now I want Brian Norman to beat your ass. You was acting a little tough. You acting a little tough in that face-off. Yeah, I seen you acting a little tough in that face-off. Yeah, Brian Norman need to punch your ass into oblivion. That's what I want to see. I want to see him beat your ass. I ain't going to hold you. Yeah, but no, it's going to be 7 for him, though, 2 cents. It's going to be 7 for him. It's going to be 7 for B Norman. It's going to be 7, around 7:15 or something like that, they said. Japanese thugging. Yeah, he going to beat his ass. Now, kick his Japanese butt. Kick his ass. Send Saki. Sock his ass out, man. Norman accepting the fight with Haney. Cornelius, I think he would. The question is, would they take that fight? Because he called him ass. He said he ass. He called Norman ass, yo. All right, yo, y'all acting yeah, he's just thinking, yo, you feel me? Yo, y'all acting crazy. I'm all right. I don't want to speak too soon, because I know he got smoked tomorrow morning. But, bro, telling you, y'all, I think that's not the dude to overlook, is all I'm saying. Especially when you're not a dude that's known for getting rid of your guy. Brian Norman is a tough dude. He gonna make you fight. You're not gonna just be in there doing what you want, bro. I'm telling you, I don't think people been paying attention. I think people don't think fighters get better. And that's what they're missing with Brian Norman. Like, you've seen him get tested. He's been getting gradually better. Like, that's how he's supposed to grow. He's growing at the right rate. Telling you, if he could just continue to do his thing on the path he on, I don't know if he's going to lose. I don't see him losing. I think Saki about to get socked out. I'm rocking with Brian Norman 1,000,000%. Jusdueboxing go to 54. Make Rolly the champ. Man, I don't think so. I would hope not. They better not. They better not call him the real champ. Man, we gonna jump Rolly. They do that. Rolly already running around here talking about he a 3-division champion. Y'all, he bogus. I don't know who convinced him of it, but y'all gotta stop. Y'all ashamed of y'all. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves running around here telling that man he a 3-division champion. Didn't they just create a belt? Didn't they create a belt for him and Ryan? That's wild. Like, they pulled one out of thin air. Like, real live thin air. Like, Neither guy was a champ. How the hell 2 non-champions gonna fight for a title? And there's no vacant title and none of that. They just made one up. Bro, Rolly asked Rolly. He think he said 3 division champion, bro. Man, Rolly is wild, bro. Big Rolo, man. I give Rolly his just due. Nah, I give him his just due for beating Ryan, though. He beat Ryan. He beat Ryan up, dropped him, beat him up, checked him, put him in check. He said you gotta be a relative of Shakur. Man, why you gotta be a relative, man? Shakur Power, damn. Oh, it's damn near the same. Shakur and who Power is damn near the same. You said DM? Where, Instagram or Twitter? Twitter? Tweet that? No. Oh, hold on. Is that it? Yeah, crazy, bro. Oh man, with Boots moving up and vacating the Super WBA title soon, that leaves Rolly Romero as the primary WBA champion at 140 pounds, 47 pounds. About to log the yo, boxing is crazy, y'all. What the hell going on out here, G? What's happening, y'all? What's going on, bro? Man, bro. Hey, man, I'm about to call Rolly. I'm about to tag Rolly on Twitter and tell him I swear I want the fade. Hey, if they could do that, they need to give Rolly a voluntary defense. And us as a boxing community, we need to go convince Rolly to give me a fight. You know what I'm saying? Since they out here just doing anything. Because that's what's going on. Ryan Garcia has never been a champion. Where did they get the belt from? Like they found the belt out of like where did they literally pulled it out of the thin air, bro? A 47 WBA champion is bogus as hell, bro. It's like they playing with people at this point. It's like they playing with people, yo. Somebody Rolly is about to get cooked by somebody at 47, bro. What in the hell, man? I guess this is what we talking about tomorrow too. Then we Rolly a champion, y'all. Big Rolo. This shit is wild. Yo, man. Whatever, yo. Whatever, boxing. Whatever. Just do what y'all want, bro. Do what y'all want. This dude, Boots, what he said? Boots won the red 47 red and got elevated to the super. Man, yo, this shit just weird, bro. They upgraded Boots to the super and put the WBA. Oh, the vacant. Yeah, on the line for Rolly Ryan. Yeah, you're right. They did do that. But they just pulled that shit out of nowhere for them. Because it's like they not no damn champions. How they going to just make it a title fight? Yeah, Turkey, you wilding, bro. You out of pocket for this one, bro. I'm sorry. He's not neither one of them no champ. How you gonna just have them fight for a belt like that? Just they're gonna fight for the vacant. All right. Rolly about to be Hilltop. What it do? Turkey has a relationship with the WBA. Thought Ryan was gonna win. Hey, yeah. You're right. Yeah, Aisha. Yeah, bro. Hilltop. You're right. He did think Ryan was gonna win. I forgot about that. You're right. Because he did have a whole other fight schedule. Y'all right. Yeah. Well, so much for that. You can't knock him down. Big Rolo 3 times. Man, yo. He already say he was what did he say? He was the youngest fighter to become world champion or the fastest to become world champion or something. Then he said he's the fastest to become a 2-division champion and something he said. He wild, bro. He wild, man. Rolly is wild, man. Give me 1 second. Y'all smash the like button. My bad. We back. Yeah, Rolly back. Rolly and Cash. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Man, this is wild. Man, they wanted Ryan to have that belt. Yep, and he disappointed their ass. And then went. Now he on the sideline nursing an injury. Now Zay think Ryan Garcia for Rolly. Yep, yeah. But you gotta thank Turkey too, because like it should have never been a title on the line for that. It should have never been a title on the line for that fight, bro. Never. William old school. I got you. William. Yes. Yeah, man. That's a little bogus, man. It is what it is, though. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. He did beat Ryan Garcia, though. He did beat Ryan Garcia. That was impressive. I always give him that. And he didn't cheat. He didn't do nothing. He did beat him. He did. Yeah, man. It's crazy, Hilltop. They done did it for him, bro. They done done it. They done done it for him, bro. They done done it for him, bro. They done done it for him, man. Yeah, man. Not Zay, man. We could sit here and think, yeah, Ryan definitely propelled Rolly into a champion again. Yup, he fought Tank and Ryan. He got Tank and Ryan. Lost to Tank, but he beat Ryan. I respect it. Hit the like button, yeah. William old school was good, man.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Man, y'all gotta quit messing with my guy Big Rolo, bro. He's coming to lay them bricks. He's coming to put them bricks on everybody.
You're right.
So who's fighting early in the morning?
You saying who else on the card?
No, I said who is fighting early in the morning you were talking about.
Oh, B. Norman.
What time is he fighting? What day?
They said the main event should be starting around 7:15 or something like that.
That's tomorrow morning? Wow, damn. I've been working.
He fight on the Thursday, which is the 19th. So yeah.
I didn't even know, dude. I've been working. I've been fucking missing everything.
Yeah, it be like that, man. Sometimes it work, but that's why you got your boy here, man, to get you right. But yeah, they'll be fighting, man. He fighting since Saki is 19-1-1. So he's fighting a good guy. But let's see who else on this card.
I think Devin needs to come back and fight somebody legit. What do you think?
You say that again?
I think Devin needs to come back and fight somebody that's at least a contender, bro. I think he needs to prove that was a fluke. That last fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it's cool. I like the focus, right, that he had. Like Tio had all the smoke for Boots, but none for Devin. I don't understand it, and that's how I know he's full of shit. So it's like he's taking options off the table.
Look how long Devin's been trying to get freaking Tio in the ring. Think about that. Back before Tio had any belts. Back when Devin first got the WBC title.
Right.
He was chasing Tio there. Tio wanted no part of it. Tio does not do good with. He does not do good with pure boxers. So I never thought, not one little bit that he was going to fight Devin.
Yeah, that's the co-main Shay. What that fight you talking about? Araneta and Siri. I don't know how to say the name, but I mean we're gonna be here for it. The only recognizable name on there is Brian Norman for me. I don't really know them dudes. That Araneta name sound familiar though, but not the other guy. But I'll know once I see him if I ever watch them fight. But look like it's gonna be an interesting morning. Hopefully, dudes is getting knockouts and shit.
Look, Brian Norman should win this. This guy leaves his head on the line. He's easy to hit. Yeah. He's from what I see, he's got decent power. But I mean, he's easy to hit.
A little careless too.
Yeah.
Gotta rely on that power. I think Brian Norman got more boxing skill than him. And it's crazy because Brian Norman, I'm starting to feel like his boxing skill overlooked because he get the knockouts and he got the power. I think he could box, bro. Then he got good feet too. He moved well, good balance. Like he know what he's doing in that ring. Brian
I ain't
Norman,
gonna go out there and say he's skill, but I think he can handle himself, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can fight Boots though.
You say that again?
I don't think he can handle Boots though.
Man, I just wish we could have found that out. For me, I know sparring is sparring, but shit, I would have loved to see it because I don't feel like Boots is just some one-shot home run guy. Like even you know, I had YSM up here and he was breaking down their power. Like I forget how he said it, but you know, I think he said Norman got more of the thudding power, but he do, and Boots got more of a. I forget how he described Boots. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I like the way he broke that down. I think it's true. Now we think Boots is more athletic naturally and could do more things, but I think Brian Norman is one of those guys who's constantly improving, constantly working. And them sparring sessions, from what I heard, like they went from Brian Norman and them sparring 4-minute rounds for the first time in his career, traveling from Atlanta to Philly, and him not getting the best of the sparring. Boots did, and that's what they talk about. And it's like, but he continued to go back. And I heard from my guy Tay Jones said that's why they only talk about the first, maybe the second sparring. There's multiple after that, and they don't talk about it because Brian Norman was the one that got it off. I heard he gave him the little noodle leg or something. Heard one on one account. Heard it was a sparring session where Brian Norman might have touched the ground. They said that, but I heard he also shook Boots up, and I heard the work got way more competitive as they continued to spar. So for me, he's young. He was young. He's young now, so he's even younger at the time, yo. And when I interviewed him, he sparred Boots, Crawford, and Tank like within a short ass time span. No body that's doing that is scared. That's just for the people that say that. But as far as handling them, I think he'll do better than what people think. That I do. I really wish that fight could have happened and they could have got it over the hump, bro. I really do. We missed one right there. That would have been one, I think.
Well, it ain't on the count of Boots because
that's my guy, man.
It ain't on the count of Boots because Boots even came out of pocket to try to make the fight.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, YSM came up here and he said to me, like, every time that the offers went up, it was essentially money coming out of Boots' pocket. And, that sounds reasonable, but just the fact that the point was articulated with Stanionis directly out of the mouth of Boots. I never heard him unless I missed it. I never heard him say, yo, I took money directly out of my purse to try to make the fight. I never heard that. I only heard it for Stanionis. And I know Karen was paid extra because the fight was going to be in Germany. They lost the purse bid. He paid more. The fight was in Philly. So it's like you made sacrifices for his last 2 fights. And I ain't saying he wasn't making none at all for this one, but it's like, I think that was the best fight. You know what I'm saying? Even better than Stanionis. I think them two fighting each other. So it's like, it's a missed opportunity on Norman's side, but also for Boots and boxing, right? Ain't nobody do nothing wrong. You just do what's best for you. I think Team Norman and his management felt like trying to make sure they secured a certain amount of money was important to them. So important that they wasn't willing to really budge. Eddie Hearn budged a couple times. He just didn't get to that number, right? They ran out of time. The fights.
I've been saying it, bro. Eddie blew his bag.
I'm telling you, I think Eddie, man, like, think about it, y'all. He announced Boots to 54 before Boots. Boots just did it, like Aisha said. He just made his official announcement today. But think about how soon Eddie, or how many times Eddie made that announcement. And I'm not even one to exaggerate. He announced that at least 3 times. He mentioned that at least 3 or 4 times in interviews about him going to 54. While Boots wasn't saying nothing. So it's like, maybe you felt he was going there, but you still kept saying like it's his decision. He still ain't made a decision yet. But you almost making it for him because you said he was going to vacate his titles and move up. Then you then you do the next interview. You like, well, he still ain't made a decision yet, so it's still up to him. And I'm like, but you sound like you made it for him. That's why, like,
the problem is
making offers would make you think you trying to make a fight. But if you're told that I want X amount of dollars and you keep making offers that's less than what I'm asking for, I guess it's negotiating, but really I can say you playing games a little bit too, because you know I asked for this, and why keep making any offer for anything less than what I said? Just tell me straight up, yo, I'm not giving you that, and leave it at that. Be like, yo, they asked for too much money. And the red flag is when he told them that they
the problem has always, the problem has always been Eddie blowing all that money when he overpaid Canelo, he overpaid Haney, and he overpaid quite a few fighters back in the day. Then Matchroom was like, look, bro, we can't keep covering these losses. So more than likely what happened, Matchroom's looking at who he's fighting and saying, I'm only paying so much. You know, that's it. This is a wrap. This is all I'm giving you for these fights. So here's the problem. What happens when he moves to 54? He's still going to have to come up with money to make fights.
Get me? So it's a matter of, it starts to make me ask the question, and I'm only asking the question because I don't have all the answers. Start making me ask, you know, when you go on record and saying how good this guy is and how great he is and how great he could be, how much do you believe in that? Because I think the proof is going to be in the pudding. Yeah, you got to run the unifications for sure, but did you really make the sacrifice, or did Boots? Because he took the money out of his pocket. So did you really get it? You did. You made sure the Karen rematch was in Philly, not Germ. You did do that. You pulled the strings there, but you had to pay to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's all. Like, I don't have all the answers. I keep hearing what YSM saying, like, as the offers were made, that's money coming out of Boots' pocket. But it feels different when you hear him say, I'm the reason this fight got made. I took less money on my pocket. I wasn't hearing it that way for that other one. It's just offers being made. I wasn't hearing it was directly coming from him. You know what I mean? So that makes a difference to me. I don't know. It just seemed like we definitely missed one. You know what I mean? You could say they overplayed their hand, but I ain't mad because, like you said, bro, you're going to run up to 54 and dudes going to want to get paid up there.
Yeah, so, exactly. And them guys are probably going to want more money themselves.
Yeah. So, man, it's interesting, man. I just like to get as much information as possible so I can make a logical assessment. I don't know everything, but definitely overall missed opportunity for boxing. But I just wish he could have got that money, man. I do. They was trying to leverage it up, right? I think so.
Think about this. You got fucking Jamel coming back. If Boots and Jamel ever want to hook up, you think Eddie's going to get away with peanuts, paying Jamel peanuts? No. He's going to have to come up big to make that fight.
Right.
Eddie better figure out what he wants to do, because if he's going to keep Boots, he's going to have to come out of pocket, bro.
Yeah, I see you, Carl, but shit, I don't know. I ain't give Keyshawn the pass for missing weight because he said he couldn't. I don't think he tried. I think that was intentional from what I heard. It was from a real solid source that was intentional. So I didn't give him a pass. I think it was a missed opportunity. I don't know about everybody else. I only speak for me, but I know I criticize him for it the right way without tearing them down. You can't miss out opportunities like that. It was $1 million bag, big opportunity. And
I got a question for you about that too. Do you think that now Bob's going to push Mason and then let Keyshawn sit on the shelf over this?
I mean, it's always a possibility when you cost the promoter money, but this will be one of his first mishaps. So I don't necessarily
Bob's old, vengeful ass dude, bro. You know that, and I know that. He's a stickler when it comes to
look
money
at
to
Tio
begin
though.
with.
Look how reckless Tio been. Tio really tried to screw him over and go make another deal, and he still got a job, right? So I just think it puts Keyshawn on the, under the watchful eye, rightfully so, right? To see if this is gonna be an issue, a recurrent theme, or if it's just like a one-off where you just made some poor decisions after miscalculating your weight situation, right? So Carl, man, I'm just trying to be real. That's my guy. Y'all know I'm an advocate for him, but I told y'all situations like this allow me to be real with y'all and y'all to see it. We're criticizing where they should be, not because Baranchik wasn't on his level. That's not his fucking problem. Like people going in, that wasn't a good win. Baranchik is just trash. You got to stop calling world champions trash. You sound uneducated. Say he wasn't on his level. Say he wasn't the strongest of the champions. You could say, oh, it's a ton of ways you could put it. But in being in boxing, saying you understand boxing and calling world champions trash, like with no context, is wild to me. And undefeated at that. Beat Navarrete. I don't feel like somebody that beat Navarrete is trash. He been kicking ass. Dude only got like 2 losses. You get me? So damn, it's like, nah, he wasn't trash, but nah, the dude ain't make weight. Core missed by like 1 pound and some change, 1.5 or something like that. I did a whole live stream holding him accountable, but I didn't have to diss him because he held his own self accountable. He went as far as saying, yo, I pissed orange to try to make this weight, bro. That's why when he missed it and it was like, yo, you gonna try to do it again? He waved his hand like, no. I gave it everything I could. And I talked to him about it. He said that shit hurt it. So I doubt if he allowed that shit to ever happen again. I mean, and he said he understood now, like, why that possibly happened. He did some things wrong. So it's all about learning, right?
Keyshawn's a big kid, bro. I'm surprised he made 135 as long as he did.
I get. Yeah, he's not the smallest guy. I just think the youth be helping him make the weight and shit, being youthful. Because I never looked at him when he cutting weight and he looked like skinny or sickly. It don't look like that. That's why I looked at it this time like, bro, you just grew out of the weight pretty suddenly, and by that much, nah, you had to miscalculate.
What's his height compared to Devin's height?
What's his height?
Yeah, compared to Devin's.
What is Keyshawn? It's like 5'8", I think Keyshawn might be.
And Devin's what, 5'9", 5'10"?
5'8". Nah, Hilltop Rolly not trash, yo. Believe it or not. It's just levels. It's levels. It's ways to talk about.
Rolly's getting better.
Limited. Think about it. I will put it in this proper context. How late did Rolly pick up boxing, bro? Dude ain't started talking until he's like 12, right? Like, think about it. He was doing other shit like martial arts or jiu-jitsu, something else he was doing. He started boxing late as hell. For him to even be a world champion right now, do you know his career? He could lose every fight for the rest of his career, and it was considered successful because he picked up boxing that late and actually made it in some big fights. Judo. Appreciate you, Aunt Judo. You get what I'm saying? So, nah.
I'm going to tell you what. Whoever started training Rolly recently is making progress. Rolly's getting better, dude.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, I mean, you could make the argument. He got a little more patient. I think a more patient Rolly is a better Rolly. So I always said this, y'all. I know Tank said he was trash, but I don't care. Tank could say that. Tank a world-class guy. He could say that. I don't box. I'm not going to be sitting on the sideline calling a world champion trash. It looks stupid. You just put it in this context. Rolly is a limited guy because he picked up the sport very late, and he was taught a certain way that it's like they didn't want to do it the conventional way. He had a very different coach with Bullet, and then he switched over to Ishmael Salas, and I don't know if Ryan-Garcia, if I could be an example of what happens when you got somebody really training you. Salas is a damn good trainer. I always wondered would Rolly change or look different. Shit, beating Ryan-Garcia is very impressive. So, nah, he's not trash. He's just very limited.
He looked better against Pitbull, too.
Say that again?
I thought he looked better against Pitbull, too.
Who that? Rolly?
Yeah.
Rolly looked good until he got caught. It's like he didn't know. It's like he didn't fully adjust to the pressure of Pitbull and that short guy. Because the punches he was landing, he was putting some shit on Pitbull. Pitbull just tough as hell. And it's hard to get through that high guard. But Rolly landed some good shots before he got caught. But he said something about being drained or something. And I'm just tired of hearing that. Y'all can't keep doing that every single time you lose. Take a fight where you know, like it. I'll give you the pass once, but don't say it again. Don't take another fight and then, oh shit, I was drained again. It's like, bro, why you didn't go up? And then the one fight you do win, you ain't drained magically. Like, come on, man, stop. So that should just be annoying me. But nah, Rolly's just limited, y'all. You know what I mean? Nah, shit, he started boxing later than 12. No, I say he started talking at like 12. Like speech. He couldn't talk. Like he was a late bloomer when it came to that and boxing. He picked up boxing very late. Regis is another one, picked up boxing very late. He's a 2-time champion. You could like people kill me. They'd be like, oh, he's trash. He's just an in-shape street fighter. He this. No, you're an idiot. Picked up boxing late as hell. Shout out to Behind the Hands. That man came into the game, had 2 jobs, all types of shit going on. and really made it to be a 2-time champion, nah, that's successful. You can never knock them. So I assess talent far different than the average person. Maybe because I got a channel, like my shit gonna be around the airwaves. I can't be known for just trashing fighters. That ain't my thing. So nah, Rolly's definitely limited, you know what I'm saying, for sure. But trash, nah.
No. Why, bro? I just wanted to holler at you for a second.
I appreciate you, bro, man. Always, man.
All right, my dude. Take it easy.
Right. Appreciate you, Will. Cornelius, 17 years old. Yeah. Pretty late. Yeah, I ain't have Scam Likely call me in a while. I should answer it. Nah, but they tripped. Scam Likely. I should have answered Scam Likely and put it on speaker on the stream. Rolly won at life. Nah, he did. So, like I said, I always try to put things in its proper context. Because look, we always say one of the first things we say in boxing when we talking about it is its levels, but we'll never identify outside of, you know, champions. It's either champions or trash, damn near, right? Like it don't be no much middle ground with people. So for me, Rolly is just one of the more limited guys that happen to make it to be a world champion. You know what I'm saying? He got some good opportunities and he made the most of them. You know what I mean? That Ryan-Garcia win was impressive because he was so patient and dropped Ryan and just neutralized him. So I respect it. I have those calls blocked. Yeah, I usually do too. Like it'll automatically hang up. That's why I said I ain't seen it in a while. They feel funny that happened. I'm telling you, I don't know where that came from. When I say it's been, man, months on end before I seen that, I'm surprised to see it. Got Innocent who? Ortiz and Boots. I got Boots too. I think Boots just a natural better athlete, better fighter. I think he more versatile than Virgil. Virgil best strengths is his jab. He's very determined. He hungry. You know what I'm saying? Virgil got some good traits about him. He could take a punch. He tough, right? Virgil, damn good fighter, right? Fight hard, right? But you're going to need more skill, I think, to beat Boots. And unless you stop him, like I got Boots winning that fight. He don't stop Boots. He had to stop Boots. I don't see him winning on a decision. Boots could do, I feel like, considerably more than him or enough. He have enough more tools in his bag, you know what I'm saying, than Virgil Ortiz. Speedy and Brian would be a good fight. Hell yeah, Speedy got to get back in the mix. Polanco's another real one. He fighting Quentin Randall next, Carl. Rohan fighting Quentin Randall next. Polanco is like shoes. Now I like Rohan. He got a good fight though. Him and Quentin Randall should be really interesting. Should be a really interesting fight. But we gonna see. We will see. But shout out to everybody, man, that came, pulled up, rocked out. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Shout out to the family, man. Hopefully y'all be up. Some of y'all will be up with me, or we gonna try to get up and call this fight card. We putting our money, our energy into Brian Norman to pull this win off, bring this belt back to the States, and go, bro. I'm about to say, and go back and make another big fight. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Cokie and shout out to everybody at that like button. That's what I'm talking about, man. Smash that like button like a real one. And rock out with your boy. You see something? Same thing about Spence supposed to be coming back soon. I seen it, but I take all of that stuff with a grain of salt because Spence keeps saying he ain't in a rush. He keeps saying he ain't in a rush. Nobody's rushing him and X, Y, and Z. And then when I see him, I see pictures of him with his family. This is why he's enjoying life right now. And I guess whenever he figure out whatever situation he got to figure out, he'll make his return. But I feel like the longer the time go, the more risky it's going to be because he don't like tune-ups. And he's not Superman. He already say he ain't been living the best, like making, lifestyle choices, different things held him back. And then when you take that much time off after a bad loss and you're going to try to go right back for the top, it's going to be really hard to win. But anytime that Errol Spence step back into the boxing circle, if he do, square circle, should I say, I'm rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? I root for him. I support him. I rock with him, win, lose, or draw. You lost to Terrence Crawford. Who gives a damn? I don't look at him no different. Just he was the better man, and so be it. Spence went on. I love to see him retire with a win because I feel like he sacrificed a lot at 47. You know, he's really tried to get the fans fights that we could be, you know, appreciative of. Fighting champions, making good fights, good crowds, good turnouts. Answered the call out with the Mikey Garcia, beat him up. You get what I'm saying? Errol Spence, he did his thing, man. Successful career, and I rock with him. So hopefully he do come back sooner than later, because I'm going to always support him. These fighters deserve support. We could critique them, but why slander them? Like, how is it? I'm going to always say that every day. You're probably going to hear me speak about slander and people not getting their just due, because it's so rampant around YouTube. We're almost conditioned not to give people credit. Like, he's shown at the time of beating Baranchik would be his best win. He beat a legit world champion that beat Emmanuel Navarrete that kicked a lot of ass. And the first thing we'll say is how bad Baranchik is, and that's not a legit win. And you get what I'm saying? It's like, that's weird. That's not good boxing analysis, yo. Like, you could say the guy is not that good, or you feel like he was one of the weaker champions, but you got to put things in its proper context and educate the people instead of finding, you know, these little quick narratives that make these fighters look like less than. So we just gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep building. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna call these fights. Appreciate you, William Old School. You already know. You know, we rock with EJ, man. I got love for these fighters, man. I like to see these dudes win in and outside the ring. I'm a real one. I really root for these dudes. You know what I'm saying? But credit. Who talking about credit? Shout out to Cal. And again, Hyman McGee got his B sample. It was just as hot as the A sample. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be facing some type of ban, some type of punishment. He issued a statement. It's a lack of accountability, just like the rest of these dudes that pop hot. Eddie Reynoso, it's too much. It's too much. It's not by chance. It's not a coincidence. It's math, bro. And something over there just look fishy as hell. The fact that you think you don't got to come out, make statements, y'all don't got to say nothing. You could just keep cheating. So like I said, Turkey Alice Sheik, man, respect what you trying to do and the effort to make boxing more entertaining with a no running rule. All due respect. I don't think we need that. I think we just need great matchups. We need you to keep using your imagination to put on great fights that the people want to see. Make some type of fight incentives, right? And do the no PED rule first. You know what I mean? Let's do the no PED rule, and then maybe I consider supporting the no running rule. Seriously. Because the PEDs running rampant, and these dudes keep showing no accountability and making excuses. Eddie Reynoso get to tuck his tail, be quiet, looking like a State Pub marshmallow, man. I'm getting sick of them. They whole camp bogus as hell, starting with the head honcho over there, because he pop hot for Computerall, then they raise the limits. And we all supposed to ignore when we see this dude standing up in between rounds for 12 rounds straight. We supposed to ignore it, and we supposed to believe that he revisited the fountain of youth. Yeah, the guy that been fighting since he was 15 years old, and almost 70 fights in, 30 plus years old, bad knees, elbows, wrists, all type of shit he had wrong with him. Now all of a sudden, none of that shit is the problem. And he's like, he got a new body. I'm just leave it there. That shit be looking bogus. It be looking bogus, and they be wanting us to just ignore it. Nah, and just watch the fights. Nah, not if the fights ain't looking like them last couple. He wasn't standing up for 12 rounds in them last ones, looking like he don't get tired. You know what I'm saying? So nah, I don't want to see nor hear the term fountain of youth. If I hear it, it's a red flag. All bets are off. I'm gonna automatically assume you cheating. I'm telling you, y'all not gonna keep using these cold phrases like I don't know what time it is. Fountain of youth, my ass. You don't get to have 70 fights and then just get young out of nowhere, bro. When you've been slowing down, you don't just, oh yeah, now my knees don't hurt no more. My elbows, you know, my wrist good. Nah, I was born ready. Nah, you know, stop playing, man. Stop playing. I just want to see clean fights. That's all. So for anybody, the powers that be, if you got the power to do anything in boxing, just make sure we getting clean fights. Put the right matchups together, and then we could worry about the entertainment. If I see one more Eddie Reynoso fighter pop hot, I'm gonna just lose my shit. I really am. I'm gonna just assume everything about him is dirty. It's crazy, because that shit is crazy. Either that or the fighters that work for him or work with him have no respect for his name, his brand, and nothing he got going on. Am I right or wrong? And Canelo either, because that y'all all attached to them. They call y'all the Juice Crew for a reason. So y'all bogus. Y'all bogus as hell. Hell nah, y'all bogus. And Canelo, I don't knock nobody for what they do. Drinking and consuming alcohol is legal. You're a grown man. You work for your money. You can go enjoy yourself. But the fact that you be on camera drunk, I done seen it. You was dancing with your daughter. She looked uncomfortable. You was doing all this. You was yelling, intoxicated. If that was anybody else, there'd have been mad videos about it. That kind of went under the radar. A couple people spoke on it, but not many. You live a certain life. You don't live the cleanest lifestyle. So don't just tell me you don't get to just get young like that, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I see what I see, and some of this stuff, bro, some of this stuff be suspect. But I see they trying to interrupt my stream again. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. It's pissing me way off. It's people test positive PEDs. Only Ryan got crucified. Our hardcore fans, nah, it ain't Ryan. Munguia too. The rest of them did too. Ryan ain't the only one. Ryan getting a pass. Devin Haney got crucified more than Ryan, and Ryan cheated. I got on Valdez. You get what I'm saying? I spoke about Valdez, Ryan Garcia, Andy Ruiz. What's the other little dude name? The little dude. Damn, what's the little one? I don't think he's training with them no more. What's his name? Jose Martinez. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That kid, he popped. It's a lot of them. I hold them all to the same account, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? But I can't make up for the rest of YouTube. I'm only one person with a growing channel. I'll say that. So I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people don't keep the same energy, but I do. I hate all cheaters, man. I hate hearing people cheat. I hate the stories that they come up with. I hate the fact that you never hear accountability. I truly dislike the fact that every single time somebody has ever tested positive, you never hear nobody say, you know what, I just messed up. You never hear it. They blaming meat, boar nuts, tea, dog medication, shaking hands, that. Like, dudes, Amir Khan said he pop hot because of a dat, bro, a dat. Like, they doing everything. And you know what? I ain't gonna tell y'all the eggs. I ain't gonna tell y'all the latest one I heard that my guy told me. I'm gonna just say the female told that she was performing certain things and she did something, and that's how she tested positive. That's why that might take the cake. That might be the wildest one I've ever heard. Admitting to performing, you know, and a female and saying she did X, Y, and Z, and that's how she tested positive. I'm like, what? Bro, I don't think I know for a fact I've never heard that. So, like I said, y'all, I'm not trying to knock. And then out of all of this, I don't come to the aid of no PD users, but one of the fishy stories that I'm not buying, that I'm not rocking with, yeah, Luis Neri too. It wasn't not him. I forgot about him. Luis Neri, nah, it's Jose something Martinez. He got like 3 names or something. The little dude that kind of a little strong dude. He just throw a bunch of power punches. Oh man, I know if not Neri, it's another guy. Martinez is the last name. I know if L Dub was in here, he'd know exactly who I'm talking about. L Dub would know exactly who I'm talking. Yeah. She said she snatched the soul, and you know what I'm saying. And then that's how she got it in her system. No, I was like, bro, what? That's out of control, bro. So yeah, man, yeah, Baumgartner. I don't know how you mentioning it, but that one is fishy, Shaywa. That one I don't rock with. The Baumgartner one, once they told me that one of her samples got left at somebody's house for days or something, I'm done. Because they said it could have came back contaminated just from sitting next to a can of Coke or something like that. So I'm good on that. That shit looked very intentional, looked as suspect as hell. And I don't think, she ain't fight since then, did she? I don't think we'll see a drop off in her performances. So I'm not running with the Alicia Baumgartner one. And think about it. They was about to try it with Clarissa Shields. They was about to do it. Then they tried, it was marijuana, probably from kissing somebody or something like that. And Helen secondhand smoke artists, whatever they said. Left at somebody out. Yeah, you get me? That's what happened. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think, yeah, Jordan. It's a whole story. They left her sample at somebody's house for days, like in a refrigerator or some shit, and they broke protocol. Once you do that, all bets are off. It's a reason why they have a very strict protocol, right? Yes, thank you. There you go. I said he had 3 names. I couldn't remember the second one, man. What was I calling him? Something Martinez. I couldn't remember his names, but Julio Cesar Martinez. That guy. Yes, that guy. That's the little guy. I love Shay. Well, she knew. I knew it. You was on point. That was him. So he's another one. Like all of these dudes pop hot, but they be coming from that camp. If I'm REYNOSO, I ain't taking on no new fighters, or I'm done with y'all. Like, something got to give, because you can't just continue to rock out and be quiet. That shit look bad, because I guarantee you, let Bozy Ennis have a bunch of fighters pop hot, they gonna go crazy. Let Derek James have a bunch of fighters, they gonna go crazy. Let Calvin Ford have a bunch of fighters or kids popping hot, they gonna go crazy. Ain't no way in fucking hell they gonna get that kind of grace and people gonna just let it rock. Ain't no way in hell they're gonna have any of them trainers I just named, man. They got 5 fighters or more testing positive for steroids or PEDs or whatever. People will be asking that you get them out of boxing. See what I'm saying? Eddie REYNOSO ass staying quiet. I don't even know if it's his fault, but it's coming from you. The people don't respect you. They work with you and they just decide to beam up to Scotty. Starting to think you got. I'm starting to think. I would hate to think you the plug. What is going on? I would hate to think you the plug. I would hate to think you the plug. Say I'm good on Erica. Nah, the chick I'm talking about is not Erica Cruz, though. It was I don't even want to say. Never mind. I just wanted to tell y'all the story, but if you know, you know. Hannah Gabriel's with the cream, with the dog cream was wild. I'm just like, bro, these stories sound crazy. Like, bro, what are the chances that when it's time for you to fight, just so happen rub medication on your dog's stomach? Some story she told, and then you tested positive. And I would hate to say you lying because you look like a clean fighter, right? But I can't buy these excuses. Eggs, tainted meat, boar nuts, bad tacos, a cheap steak. Like, bro, they don't stop. The tea, herbal tea. What else? Did I say the eggs? And they keep playing, yo. They out of pocket. See? This thing never happened before. Why is it tooling me up here, bro? All right, bro. Yeah, it's about that time, because y'all acting crazy. Nah, it froze. My joint froze too. I don't know what's going on, but every time I start kicking that stuff, they try to play me. 100. He said 1,000 in Arizona. Valdez ain't drinking no damn tea. Yo, I'm telling you, Arizona, 1,000 degrees. Tea, ashwagandha, bro. Everything, man. Straight out, all bogus stories. Every time I start kicking that talk, man, it's freezing. You ain't never see this do this. You ain't never see them keep kicking me out. You know we paranoid with that kind of stuff. Damn, I'm just trying to talk boxing, bro. I don't mean to be telling the truth, but I really am. We can't, I like this integrity of the sport. It doesn't look good when you got every fighter testing positive for steroids and it's coming out of one camp. I'm very serious when I say I think if it was Derek James, Barry Hunter, Virgil Hunter, Calvin Ford, Coach Kenny, like you name them. You get what I'm saying? You name them. Ronnie Shields, any of these guys, any of these world-renowned trainers, any of these guys, bro. They will be thrown away, bro. They'd be asking them to get them the hell out of boxing, investigate them, all types of shit. I know it. Ain't no way they're going to be just allowed to just be cheating. Yeah, right. Ain't no way they just going to be allowed to cheat, bro. It's no way. Or having a bunch of fighters coming out of their camp that's cheating and nobody say nothing. So look, I don't want to blame REYNOSO. It's a lot of information I don't have, but what I do have is either you the plug, or the plug. Or when these fighters decide that they're training with you, whatever tutelage and training that you're providing is not enough and they feel like they need an extra advantage. That's not a good sign. So either you need to make a statement, cut ties with these fighters, or just train Canelo. Because the Jaime Munguia one, I'm not even going to lie, bro. You bogus. That man been clean in every other fight. He trained with you in a rematch after he get knocked out. Now he hot. When did Canelo Alvarez pop hot? Was that around what is supposed to be for the second Triple G fight? After the first one where people said he lost? Do y'all see where I'm going with that? People take losses and then they come back and now they Conan the Barbarian. You get what I'm saying? Now they He-Man. Now they, Incredible Hulk and shit. Now dudes is getting in the ring like Thor. You get what I'm saying? Something ain't right, bro. That whole situation ain't right. That y'all whole camp bogus. And all y'all think it's cool. Y'all think y'all could just chill. Jaime McGee, you bogus too, man. And like you can't keep saying you did everything right. So who planted the drug? Michelle Rivera had diuretics. I almost forgot about him. But he said his team, he fired people on his team. He said his team did him dirty with the diuretics. People kept saying PEDs, but if I'm not mistaken, Michelle Rivera had some type of banned diuretics against Frank Martin, and I think it was supposed to help cut weight or something like that. I don't think it was an actual PD, but it was still on a banned substance list or something to that effect. And I think he fired people that was close to him because he said he couldn't trust them, something like that. So I don't know. That's that one off, but everybody else is suspect. Dre, what it do, homie? Send me that REYNOSO shit. I need to test that theory one time. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. What pull you'll have? Fuck, I forgot. He had an excuse. He had a reason, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember what it was. Man, my memory ain't the best, bro. But Puello had an excuse. Alberto Puello had some type of excuse. He had a reason for it. I forget what it was, though. I'll have to look it back up. But all these dudes, bro, they wild, bro. They wild. 2 Cents say he trying to try that REYNOSO stuff, bro. He's stupid, man. So I say REYNOSO got a phlebotomist in the gym. Only spots need them is medical clinics and dope fiend houses. I'm telling you, they got something. Yeah, Puello. Remember, Sheeraz, that's how he had lost his belt. But I gotta look back into his situation, though. I gotta look back into his. But yeah, he had, remember, that's how he had initially ain't had a belt. Remember? Yeah. All these dudes, bro. But everybody wasn't in the REYNOSO camp. We know who the Juice Crew is, but yeah, man, it's just too many, man. It's far too many. Far too many. But man, much love, much appreciation to everybody, man. I know I sounded like I was supposed to get out of here 2 times ago and let me actually do before they try to put me out the stream, kick me out again. So if you didn't hit the like button, make sure you do. It's 46 people still in here. If y'all notifications ain't on, make sure they are. If you don't be getting them, turn them off, turn them back on. I'm trying to get as many people to make sure they notifications on as possible. And we're going to keep building like we always do. We're going to get up early morning. We're going to try to call these fights. And we're going to enjoy it. We're rocking with Brian Norman, Team Norman for the win. Hope he cook Saki and he make it back to home to his family and all that good stuff. But I want to see Brian Norman show out. He a road warrior. That boot situation held him in a bad light, and I don't rock with it. I don't like it. So I just want to see him go over there and travel, and be confident and stop this dude. And you won't test power. He said, stop drinking that soy milk. Snack babies running around out here. And just the crazy part, 2 Cents. The snack athletes are not the ones that's popping hot. It's the other guys. That's the crazy shit. Get me? It's wild. But on that note, man, y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. I appreciate everybody rocking with me, man. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Notifications on. Tune in. We're going to call these fights. We're going to have some fun. Appreciate everybody. Super chat, cash app. Y'all the real MVPs. And we're going to keep building straight like that. I see all of y'all in the morning. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the like live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word him up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.